I can go.
And it's a huge warm welcome to all our viewers around Australia and the world from Filming Footy. Today we are down at Kybybolite, round one in the KNTFL, which is the Kowree and Naracoorte Tatiara Football League. Magnificent day down here. It is Kybybolite versus Padthaway. Round one. Our coaches today, Dylan Brodie, the Kyby coach, and Adam Jeffries at Padthaway. So big things expected from both teams in round one. My name is Tony Neal, and joining us, we'll have many guests throughout the day, and one of those will be Max Malone, our co-commentator, who's just finished playing in the B grade. And what a close game it was. Unfortunately for Kyby, 4-5-29 were defeated by Padthaway 6-9-45, so a 16-point win to the team in blue and yellow. For those viewers that are new to us, Padthaway are the blue and yellow stripe, and the Mighty Tigers are, of course, Kybybolite. Our umpires coming out today, Peter McClellan, Joel Grieger and John Langdon. I spoke to two of the three umpires, and they are set for a good day. And here they come, round one, Kybybolite coming out onto the ground, excitement all around. Of course, our ground conditions, you can see, beautiful ground at the moment. Magnificent out there, no mud patches green all the way around. It's quite firm, a little bit soft underfoot, I guess, in the pockets and so on, but expect a good, dry, fast day out there. Current temperature and expected temperature is about 15.8 to 16, so a little bit chilly down here at Kybybolite, of course. 35 km/h gusty wind and very low rain as the Padthaway boys are about to enter the ground for season 2026. Kyby already out there. And of course the B grade got up, so there'll be a huge cheer. There's been juniors on today. We're going to have presidents on today as well as that great work by Dino there. You can see the cars all the way around. You cannot beat country football for the atmosphere. The canteen was chock-a-block. Wouldn't believe it. Best canteen in Australia at Kybybolite. They have steamed dim sims, so we're happy, well fed and ready to go, waiting for the Padthaway team to come out, and a few of the players just getting a well-earned rest there. And wowee, what a shot. You can almost hear the coach, Adam Jeffrey's final delivery there. Great work by Dino. Our sponsors, magnificent to have the sponsors on board. Of course, Filming Footy and Archie's. Well, our Filming Footy best on ground player gets the beanie, as well as the Archie's thongs and slides. We thank Dartfish for the stats and, of course, Sportal for the scoreboard. Naracoorte Sports Power is our major sponsor. We cannot thank them enough for their assistance in getting all of this coming up and going as Padthaway, out they come. First time in 2026, entering the field of play. And Kybybolite, we understand, are going to have a shorter team, so we'd expect plenty of speed. And tell you what, there's a few tall ones out there. Big Daniel Obst, he's a very big player there, trotting out at the back. And they are out for their first trot. Jake Anderson, gee, I tell you what, there's a few good size amongst them. William Charlick, late jumper change. So our sponsors, Naracoorte Sports Power, major sponsor. Thank you very much. Naracoorte Painting, Craig Slottergrad is the owner and the president also of Kyby, so he'll be on. Malone Wines, so Max will be able to fill us in a little bit about that as I just see Adam Jeffries gliding past us, very relaxed here. Looks like he's having a snake or a chocolate bar. Good luck, Adam, we say, as he just wanders by. There he is. Padthaway coach, got the snake going. All set there as the team, very tightly gelled. Of course, Elders, we must thank Elders for providing. We are in a magnificent truck up here today, well sheltered from the wind and the rain. So thank you to Elders for providing the truck. William McIntosh Motor Lodge, that's our accommodation for tonight. There in Naracoorte, the accommodation and restaurant, Dino. So look out tonight. And of course, we thank Otterson Partners Real Estate down there at Naracoorte, www.otterson.com.au, and that's Sarah and the team. Of course, from Padthaway, we've got Farmers Leap Wines. Adam Jeffries heavily invested there in the Farmers Leap Wines. And into it, we're told it's the best place in the southeast for all your IT services. And the president is Dan Hayes of Padthaway, is also the owner. So you'll be hearing from several people throughout the day. Let's just have a look at our build into the game, because last season, Kybybolite, they were 5th best for points. They were actually 3rd best against, so the defence was very good. They played Mundalla in the first week of the finals. We were fortunate to come down and watch that game. They finished 5th on the ladder. A little bit of finals experience and expecting a little bit more this year. Padthaway, well, they finished 8th. They were 8th for points for, 8th for points against, and that's where they sat. Once again, they've been in that bottom area the last few years, and they're 4 seasons in the bottom 2, and they're looking to work their way up under the tutelage of Adam Jeffries. Nathan McCarthy just shot on goal, just testing out that wind. It stayed straight. So interesting there from the Padthaway boys to the left of screen. That wind, that's that banging you can hear, is the back of the truck, is the wind, and it's going a bit left to right towards the old scoreboard you can see in the background. And of course there is the new scoreboard up here as well. Kybybolite, you look at their season last season, previous meetings, first of all, they won by 61 points in round 4 and they won by 76 in round 13. And of course, Billy Stretch, 16 games, 15 goals, 12 times best, won the KNTFL medal. And Callum Masters, 16 games, 8 times in the best. Padthaway, Nathan Jones, 16 games, 7 times in the best. And Nathan McCarthy, 13 games, 7 times in the best. As the players now making their way out, we have a few more stats that we'll share with you throughout the game. But for now, all is in readiness. That's Jamie Bettincelli on the wing here. Throwing a bit of grass in the air, testing out the conditions. Watch out for Ben Holtzbauer in the middle. We'll see him in a moment for Padthaway recruit. Could well be the recruit of the year down here. He is a fantastic player, ex-captain of Goodwood Saints, and one of my 2 favourite players in the Adelaide Footy League when he was playing there, along with Dylan Orcello. And watch out for Ben now. He's number 10, and he will run all day. And that is a great matchup already. He's on Billy's stretch. The big fella there, Jack Barker, he has grown about 4 inches since last season, number 45. And Bernie Watson, congratulations to him today. Number 73, you'll see him out there. It's his first A-grade game, and a silky left footer as the ball is about to be balled up in the air this year. Down it comes to the ground. Target, Holtzbauer, this is what he does. But free kick here, and Billy Stretch already covering a lot of ground. Expect that today. So Stretch, half back line. Well, the big ruckman's out here on the right. He's gone that way. Oh, and that is a direct kick. He's put it to ground, puts the tackle in. That is a great tackle, young man. Well rewarded. And Callum Gaspari is the other ruckman. Now, he's pulled out of that one. So the big fella comes in. Number 34 there is Daniel Obst. So Jack Barker's going to be tested here. Let's see body on body. Will they go? They do. Protect the fall of the ball, Padthaway. And they come inside. Flicked out though. Kybybolite looks down the wing. Nurses it gently. Nice kick. Direct onto the wing here, right in front of central commentary position. It's William Limbert. Surveys the centre of the ground. Umpire puts his hand up. Could have kicked it to him just about. They nurse it down the wing. Is that a quick? So the umpire just directs it back. Oh, it's come inside. That is dangerous. Tap it on. No, takes it cleanly. Well done, the big fella. This way, that way. Little hacked kick inside. It's inside 50 for Padthaway. Promising. The full forward comes out. Drags it in. And Miles Crump already up forward. Looking dangerous. And he is standing. Callum Masters. Out it comes. Jared Deep that was, getting it out. There they go out the other side here. Kybybolite hangs a long time in the air. You can see the new scoreboard in the background there. Around now, wheels around towards goal. Can he run it straight in? He can. Bang! They go. And there's the first goal on the board. And that looks like George Malone, number 46, with the first goal of the day. Well worked by Billy Stretch there across the ground. They went out the other side. They'd played around with it on this side. Decided to go out the other side. Bang, bang, bang. And through it goes. George Malone, first goal on the board. 2 minutes 25 in. Thank you to Naracoorte Sports Power, our major sponsor. Thank you to Elders for this magnificent truck. Naracoorte Painting, Malone Wines, William McIntosh Motor Lodge, Otterson Partners Real Estate, Farmers Leap Wines, and in number 2, Into It. The best place in the southeast for all your IT services. Is this ball up? Second ball up in the middle. Play on is the call. We heard the umpire there. Bobbles around. Third ball up. Wind pretty much to the right of screen. You can see Padthaway. I've got 4 inside the 50 here. Pretty well spread out though. Players move around. Watch for Holtzbauer if he gets hold of it. He's pretty much watching Stretch there. So that kicks in towards centre forward. It's a ground ball to grass. Ben Green. He's trapped, wrapped up in a big tackle, and the crowd calls ball. 15 umpires in the crowd. Throws it back. William Thorpe, vice-captain there for Kybybolite there. Umpire directs towards him. I'm going to run back this way. Up it goes. Nice by Barker. Stretch glides by. Just pops it down on the ground. Getting good support from Jared Deep. I like that. Talk about that. Deep kick in, and that's a great set of jukes. The big fella. Wheels around. That was Raymond Jentsch. Well, they come inside. It comes back in the second entry. It's up. It's down. It's anyone's ball. This time taking the ground. And just get another ball up here. We've got a 35. Angus McKenzie it was. Wheeling around now. Padthaway. Hat kick out. Brad Ficken after this ball. Beaten to it by the Kybe player. Comes inside. Half-back flank. Can't get away with it. And good tight defence. We spoke with both coaches. Of course, Adam Jeffries did the huge interview down in town, and that went out on social media, and spoke with Dylan Brodie last night, and he spoke about that pressure. How does the Dylan Brodie coach team look? And it's there already. High pressure on the opposition, the ability to take pressure as well, and defend the middle of the ground. So let's see that as we see just number 6 there, Billy Stretch in the middle of the ground. Up it comes. Good decision making by the fullback there. Pops through for a point. One rushed behind. Padthaway. Yet to score. And the kick in. Let's see. Always interested what they do. The wind is sort of going, across to the other side wing, but that's down the middle of the ground. Oh, and it falls through to the player at the back. Tries to juggle it. Can't quite. Ball up. That's a long kick out, though. That'll be 2 kicks back. Giving that ball back, Elliot Chalmers. Up, down, anyone's ball. The half forward comes up. Stretch, glides by, pops it on the left, gives it plenty of air, and that allows the forward to run onto that. That was a well-directed kick. Plenty of AFL and sample experience, of course, from Stretch, and he's given it to Rowan Bailey. That was a nice kick in. So Bailey it is. How's that wind going to take this ball? He kicks it hard, doesn't come back, stays out for a point. So, a couple of bounces, out we come. Look at that ball drift, it comes inside. There's Lachlan Burt. Oh, back it goes. Around. Gee, 3 or 4 handballs. This player's got the yellow stripe on the back, and he's put down, Lachlan Burt, and players just come in and might have... no, he's all right. Might have hurt the groin there, but he's up. Interesting jumper with the 4 on the back. In it comes, and players hit the ground hard there. Padthaway. Gee, long down that outer wing. Only one there is the big tall fella, but he puts in a good effort, gets it to the ground. But they're good on the ground here. Oscar Clark streams away, and that's a beautiful kick. Well, they go outside with the handball. Bit of indecision, and that's what will happen with indecision. Get it on, they say, and too late. Padthaway, well, Adam Jeffries' coach team, bit of pressure there. They turn that ball over on the far side. Kick comes in, high and long. That gives everyone a chance. Up they fly. Can the opposition get it back? Kybybolite. Umpire balls it up again. Padthaway will be happy with that. Another stoppage. Some good solid players out there. Jake Anderson. Looks like he can handle himself. Doesn't go his way though. Out the back. Gliding by. Gee, Jared Deep, he's had plenty of it. Playing a very good game. Up it goes. They all fly. Down it comes into the hands again. That's Deep. Kick. The umpire throws the hands in the air. Player in front. Can he get to it? No, he can't. Oh, wheeling around. Coming through, number 32, Stephen Craig. He too has the yellow stripe on the back. Make sure we notice him. And nice goal on the board. And I'll tell you what, Jared Deep is playing a fantastic game at the moment out there, along with Billy Stretch. The ability to get that ball, turn it over, and to score from it, which was a really big thing that the coach was big on. We see young Bernie Watson down here on the bench, first A-grade game. Congratulations to him. Looks like 3 on the interchange about to come on. Just waiting for their turn. Sydney Malone and Lachlan McKenzie. Out it comes again. High, long. Oh, gee, fortuitously, but first to touch the ball, and that's what you do. Nice goal. Angus McKenzie this time. So that is 3 goals, and we are almost 9 minutes in to our first quarter down here. Kybybolite with a good start. They'd be happy with that. Kicking into that breeze, really. So 3 goals. 1 to Stephen Craig, 1 to Angus McKenzie, and 1 to George Malone. So good start there. In the middle, you can see there waiting for it, Lachlan Burt, number 4. 13 on the wing is Bettincelli. And of course in the ruck. Yeah, well done there by Callum Gaspari for Padthaway. Looks a good size, and he's going to run straight in here. So he's going to test the young man out. Both have got their right shin bandage, you can see. So puts the body in this time. Kybybolite win the tap. Good tackle by Holtzbauer. Well done. And that's what Holtzbauer can do. He's so quick. Play on is the call. That was Tai Juong. I asked him pre-game. We pronounce it correctly. They're out here. Oh, gee, just trying to nurse that kick. The Kyby player tried to be neat. Anderson, quick movement. The spiral comes in. Beats everyone. Having to chase this one, Callum Masters. Down in that back line. That's also a grass ball. Here's an opportunity. Down onto it, McCarthy. Had a good chat with him pre-game. Some great lads out there for Padthaway for both teams. Gee, that is a great pick-up down low. Angus McKenzie kicked the last goal. That pick-up is sensational. And, well, free kick here. Goes the way of Padthaway. They go in high and long. That's going to drift. Big Daniel Lobbs shuffled across to it, but free kick here. Cockatoo's over the top. It's a great match up in the middle, Stretch and Holtzbauer. Both players have got their work cut out and well cut off there. Wheels around McCarthy. Oh, and he's hit the post. Very good though. Good signs as Oscar Clark. Now he plays on short. This kick has to be direct because it's going to float. The last couple of metres of that. Callum Masters. Oh, puts a player in trouble inside. 1, 2, 3. Can they work it out? Oh, it stays in. Have a look at the spin of that ball. Over it goes Padthaway right here in front of us. Nice kick across there. Sam Gibbs, well done. Great man. We were having a great chat pre-game as well with young Sam, a local. And Padthaway looking for big things. So well done by Sam. They're talking well off the ball here, back behind the play. I can see also Bernie Watson on for Kybybolite. So good luck to that young man in his first game. They stream out. Just misread the pack forms. Is it going to pop out? McCarthy gets it out. Oh, taking the ground. Ball call the Padthaway players. Look at Billy Stretch there, the on-baller right down deep. There he is, back of the pack. Fantastic to see. Up, down. This be rushed through. And gets a bit of work for his trouble there. Rush score, Padthaway. So they're going to lead to the pocket. It's going to go out the other side this time. Clarkey is the call. And Clarkey, unfortunately, goes a bit wide. That wind is going to drift across out there. You can see the old scoreboard there, the black and yellow one in the background. Both teams have got the yellow stripe. Of course, blue jumper for one and black for the other, the Mighty Tigers, all up and down. White shorts, of course, for Padthaway. Well, it's over the top here. Kybybolite, they're outside the 50. Are they going to go wide? Here he is, the young lad, Bernie Watson, first touch. Let's have a look at him. Silky left footer, we're told. Goes on that left. Nice to get your first touch, and the crowd erupts. Well done, young man. He's run on here. Gee, long kick here by Kybybolite. Oh, flying early. Have a look at that. Oh, fair dinkum. Oh, no wonder you saw. Wowee. Have a look at that. Stephen Craig. That'll go all around the world, that mark. Fair dinkum. The Kyby flyer. Oh, magnificent. Absolutely magnificent. Well, he's got to finish it now. Oh, wow, his head would be spinning. Oh, he's kicked it out to the right. 1 point only. That has got to be 32-minute mark. Sorry, number 32. 13-minute mark. Quarter one. Oh, what a mark. And we are joined by Max Malone, who's just come in after playing in the B grade. We'll welcome Max in a moment. There's that ball right in the middle of the ground. Padthaway now trying to get it through. Can't quite get it done.
No, thank you very much for having me on, Tony. It's a pleasure to be here. It's been a long time coming for Dartfish to get down to some KNTFL football, so it's really good to be here.
Mate, what a game we've got on here. Padthaway, big things expected, but Kybybolite came out early, kicked those 3 goals. We've just seen Mark of the Year almost by Stephen Craig, I reckon it was. Gee, it was an absolute spec. He went up early but took it. That's exciting. But Padthaway here, they're chopping it off, the big fella out there. Mate, just tell us, you've just played in the B grade. It just looks a little bit soft underfoot, but quite good to play on the deck.
Yeah, the deck's actually behaving quite well, Tony. I mean, out there before it was showery, very windy out there. You're kicking, when you're going to the northern end, you've got to kick to the far left goalpost, otherwise you're absolutely no chance. So, I mean, it's gusty conditions out there, tough for football, not good for a 6'6" player like myself trying to lumber around. Anyway.
So we're underway here in the Kybybolite. We spoke, as I said, with Dylan Brody. How does a Kybybolite coach team look? And he said high pressure on the opposition and ability to take pressure as well, which they are doing, and defend the middle of the ground. It's interesting, I spoke with Adam Jeffries a couple of weeks back, and this year the game plan pretty much is going to be a little bit more around the outside, down the tram track, straight forward. So we'll see that transition between, I guess, backline midfielders. That kick just comes in. Oh, he's done the hammy or a groin there. So that'll be the end of the game for, I'd say, for Miles Crump. That's not good to see in the pre-season. He's down and out in Beverly Hills there. Oh, bang. That is a big tackle, strong tackle by Tom Moyle-Reid. And Miles Crump, oh, gee, that's sad to see because he's really done, I reckon he's done the adductor or the groin there. So they'll need a new man up forward. As we see number 20 come on, Job Colwell. I'm not sure that he's replaced Crump because he won't be able to be replaced till he gets off.
Stephen Craig kicks it to Rowan Bailey in the forward pocket. Rowan does well, applies the pressure. Ball out there. Jensch got it. Bit of a relieving kick for Padthaway here, but it's not going to go too far because the vice-captain in Thorpe dropped it. Bernie Watson in his first game at half-forward flank did well. Got it onto Thorpe. Another searching long ball, but it's just one of those days. I think there's going to be a lot of drop marks. Padthaway under the pump. Jensch again dropped it. It's deep inside Kyby's forward 50, but another relieving kick for Padthaway.
So that ball just exactly as you said there, Max. That ball drifted right across. It's going to catch a few players out, and there's good defence there by Padthaway. Look at the players now. The midfield have got to try and get back. I'm just mentioning Holtzbauer, number 10. Not allowed off the rein at the moment. He's standing Billy Stretch, and I'll tell you what, if he gets up and going, watch out for him. He might go for a couple of runs today. He's an outstanding smooth mover. Billy Stretch has just stayed just a couple of tactics there. 30 metres back off the ball. Holtzbauer, goes back to him.
Yeah, Billy Stretch, one of those players, like he's won the league medal in his first season last year, so he's very smart about where he positions himself. Thorpe goes on to Watson. Watson quickly to that man Stretch. On to Deep. Deep couldn't gather it. But McCarthy comes out, sells a bit of candy. Here they go, Padthaway, looking for their first score. Ball went deep. Masters did well. Masters, just gathering as he normally does, emerges with the football. Kyby with the releasing kick.
So it's on that far wing at the moment. Let's see whether they come inside or will they go straight down the tram lines. If he pops it in the air, gives the opposition a chance. It's hit the turf here. Stretch out the back. There he is. Gets it finally. Him and Deep almost twins there, but just pops it square. We talk about metres gained in footy, and that's probably 1 metre. So it can be a bit of an elusive stat, that, as that's right out towards the scoreboard side there. Oh, kept it in play, Kybybolite. Here's an opportunity. As he's tried to centre it, he has over the top was the call. Couldn't quite take it. Players went to ground. Well done on the ground by the Padthaway player. Gee, I'll tell you what, he put it back in a dangerous spot there. Scrambly, around the corner. Oh, on the line. And very well done, Taylor Freeman.
Freeman did really well to stay back on the line there. He could have got sucked up to the contest, I mean, couldn't he, Tony? Anyway, he sent it out to that far side, and it's just screaming, I want the boundary. But young Jack Barker did well, got his hands to it. Sorry, that's Brodie. Brodie then got it back. Brodie, quick one into Stephen Craig. He must be hot in this first quarter. Thorpe, long searching ball, doesn't get too far. Chopped off by Padthaway, and I think it's been quite chaotic, has it, Tony?
Yeah, it's that movement between the arcs, Max, and you'll see this deeper ball, but this has happened a few times. Padthaway have been good in defence as they fly here on the wing. Gee, that's a great one-handed scoop up, but no left foot by Callum Masters. Gee, that was good work, though. Gee, it's in tight here. Who's going to win the clearances? And once again, that chop off, and that's out the far side.
Padthaway, it's where the wind's going to go. It's going to be there all day, I reckon, Tony. But Kybe have the numbers. So the captain in Clark took on the player from Padthaway, got rid of it. Ball was just scrambled around there on the wing. Bettincelli's there. Bettincelli applies the pressure. I was just going to also touch on Bettincelli quickly, Tony. Bettincelli's one of those guys who's played in the back line all his life, but he seemed to have elevated to a ring role this year.
Very good. I was going to actually ask you about Oscar Clark too. I saw him taking the kick-ins, but he was almost up on that half-back flank wing where he was full-back earlier. Is that him? No, he hasn't gone back either. So I don't mind seeing that. There he is there, just in this bit of play, just up the ground a little bit. Let's see what he can do as that ball comes in high and long. Out the back of the pack, Padthaway here. Will they score their first goal? Bang, he goes. Just about kicks it through the netballers. And, well, as always, it is, well, we have got a number. It's Alexander Charlick there with first goal for Padthaway on the board. And that's taken him almost 21 minutes there. But well done by young Alexander. And he's got them on the board.
Yeah, Alexander, quite a good young player for the Paddy Lions. He played last year where he had a pretty heavy concussion last time they come up against Kybe. But another one to look out for is his brother Will. Will's come down from playing up at the PAC Old Scholars Comp for the last couple of years, and he's been a really good player in the juniors for Padthaway all his life. He played plenty of A-grade as an underage senior colt, Tony, so he should be a high-influence player.
Well, Division 1, mate, you know Gumby's playing in that league, so good pick-up down here. They have recruited well, Padthaway. There's Holtzbauer. This is what he can do. Away he goes, opens it up. They scream, Holtzbauer, 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 and there it is. I still love him. He is an absolute champion, and Ben Holtzbauer has his first on the board. Watch out for him because he was one of my favourites down there. I am going to be 50-50 today, but down in town he was one of my favourites. He's going to be an excitement machine, not only for Padthaway, but for this league. And I was talking to a couple of his teammates. I said, get around him and get near him because this is what this man can do. He's going to be extremely good and a great citizen as well for the Padthaway people.
Barker got the tap down. Well done from Padthaway again. They've got another clearance. Nathan McCarthy sets himself, just brings the football forward. Ben Phelan, the young player there from Kybe, put his head over it. It's good to see. It's good to see from young Ben Phelan. He hasn't got any, the nerves are probably let go now that we're 22 minutes into this first quarter. Stretch and Thorpe are there, and it's just been held up. And Johnny Langdon says, give it to me, fellas. So we'll go again. Obbs won the ruck again. Padthaway really surging at this moment in time in the first quarter. And they've received a free kick. So, Freeman, I think it is there, Tony.
They're calling out on the wing here. Geez, come off the bench here. Mitchell Minns, co-captain. So, Minns is not inside the 50 for the kick, but he is, once he has kicked it, makes sense of that. Padthaway on the ground, 1, 2, 3. Player does, well, a blind turn. Gee, look at that ball. It just about goes up and down. I don't know that that's the desired distance. Probably went 60, but it was 30 up and 30 down. And
Jordan Bell has ended up with the football. So he's also another one of these role players, I suppose, that Adam was talking about when you interviewed him in the last couple of weeks, Tony.
so Jordan Bell, number 18, lines up, very deliberate. Watch what the wind does here. It should be behind him almost. Oh, he just dropped that across the foot there. Touch, surely. Yes, it was. And they go on to 2 goals, 3. 3-3-21 plays 2-3-15. And Kybybolite, what's the go on the kick-ins? What have you been told, Max? Because it goes through all grades.
I think the Kybee boys, especially having a shorter side, are going to really try and cut off a few smaller kicks on the 45 and try and get out wide and then go from there, rather than, I think it seems as though Padthaway are always going to be taking that long option with their tall timber. This weather that we speak about before, Tony, I mean, it's not here quite yet in terms of how wet and dewy the oval is, but if it does come, it's going to be in a bit of an advantage for Kybee, I would have thought.
So, kick goes in. Yeah, it's depends on who you speak to, but height will beat speed. But if you're the Kybee coach, speed will beat height. You just got to convince your players, get it to ground like this and try and outrun them. But they're good on the ground here, Padthaway. Yeah, sense of theatre there, put it back to where the traffic was. Gee, I'll tell you what, I'm interested in Jared Deep. What can you tell us about Jared? Is he a traveller? Is he a local? He's a good player, good support.
He played the full 2023 season, or 2024 season, sorry, when we made it all the way to a grand final. And then in 2024, he had a bit of concussion issues, Tony. So this year he's actually moved to Sydney. And he's flown back for this game. He'll be a bit touch and go for the rest of the season with availability. He's a very handy player. I think he came third in the best and fairest for the league a couple of years ago. So he'll be one to watch this afternoon.
Just looks like a great support for Billy Stretch there as well. Like he's getting a lot of touches in around. Oh, gee, player caught one high there. Ball comes out. Oh, first to it. Gee, that's impressive. That's good old-fashioned backman. Look at that. Almost a bit Bruce Dool-like, just banged it on the boot. But I'll tell you what, the tall timber. Padthaway have set up well here, and that's what they need to do. Tie Geelong, and I know Adam's big on that. What do you do when the opposition have got the ball? There's a player leading in the pocket. I don't know about that one. Look at that ball hold up now. Oh, anyone's ball. The fists go up. Down the hand it comes, and there's a grab through Ben Green.
So Ben Green, the local from Le Carver, looking for another one of those long searching balls. This one's got a bit more penetration. Flyers go up. Masters is there again. And Masters seems to be a very solid player back there for Kybee in the early stages of this game, Tony.
He's not a really big, solid lad, but gee, he plays well. He knows when to run. Look at the crowd around this. It's the rolling maul, as we call it in rugby. There he is again, Masters. Gee, he's been good back there. Really liked him in the back line. Eludes the tackle and anyone's ball on the 50-50.
So what can Kybee do here? It's Thorpe Malone just coughs it up. Jesus, bang, crash. They're going to get into it early here. That's young Bernie Watson. I mean, he's on debut, but gee, he goes hard for a young fella, Tony. I'll tell you what.
I was told he was silky smooth with his skills, but I'll tell you what, he's hard as well.
Clark, nice intercept possession for Kybee. I think this is what they're going to have to do. Bring it to the eastern side. So Mackenzie. What can Mackenzie do? The vice-captain of Kybee assesses his options. Puts a chip up to Ben Phelan. Get in the hole, he said. And Ben Green, that man again, having a bit of a purple patch is green. They're just directing traffic, saying get it in long. So that's what he does, but well done from Ben Phelan on the mark. Smothered it. More Reid said, don't argue. Then sent a longer ball in. This is going to hold up nicely for any forwards down there. Mark nearly taken by Ben Ficken, and that's the siren.
And it is quarter time down here at Kybybolite. 3-3-21 plays 2-4-16. We will take a short break. Okay, welcome back to the big second quarter down here at Kybybolite, of course, leading 3-3-21 to 2-4-16. A very good game, tight at the start. And we are joined by Dan Hayes, the president of Padthaway. First of all, welcome, Dan.
Thank you very much.
And, of course, into it with the number 2, the best place in the southeast for all your IT services. So we'll just let the game get underway here for a minute and we'll come across with a couple of questions for you. As that ball's just bobbling around and, big pack forms there. And they're out. Away they go. Gee, surveys the area, right on the 50. Good grab. And this is William Limbert going back. Is he going to have a look at the goals? The wind will just about take it through. Just holding on. And that was Jared Deep again. Player glides by the outside. Big stretch from William. Licks the fingers. Spins the ball. The only thing he hasn't done is pulled his socks up. Runs around on the angle. Puts it up high. Floating across. And, out of bounds from William. And that's what we're going to get. So, as we said, joined by Dan, of course. Dan Hayes, the president. So, Dan, tell us about the Padthaway area and how important it is for the community. A lot of people travel down for the footy today.
Yeah, a lot of people here. It's good to finally get the season underway. It's always a bit of a fair bit of mucking around before the season starts. So it's good to get the games underway and get a little bit of consistency in the week, I think.
And tell us a little bit about the club, mate. I see in your write-up the change at the club, new change rooms, building netball courts on the footy grounds. What's been taking on the town hall, though? Are you the mayor? What's going on?
No, not at all. Well, it was just part of getting the change rooms built, and the whole committee. The original whole committee was, I can't remember, 40 years old or something like that, and they were moving on. So we've taken on the looking after the hall. But yeah, all that work's happened over the last probably 8 or 10 years. It's all come together with the scoreboard coming in last year, thanks to some great work from Benny Thring.
All right, and that's Ben Holtzbauer with the ball down the wing.
Rushed over again. I mean, people need to start learning to kick against the wind at times. I would have thought, Tony. I don't want to be negative about the job, and it's nothing negative at all. Anyway, ball back out at the wing for Kyby. Kyby got the football. Thorpe missed with the handball, and Will Thorpe, it's been last touch. So Padthaway, long searching kick inside the forward 50 again. The ruckman for Kyby. Barker's there. Stretch did well. Quick hands. Got it out to Clark. Clark then put it down to Limbert. So what can Kyby muster here? Limbert looks inside and says, I'm going to pull the trigger to Clark, and he's got an absolute paddock. Clark's got Mackenzie out wide. Uses him. Who's next in the chain for Kyby? Decides to go inside to the recruit Bailey. Bailey got crunched. Would have been 50 at times, I would have thought, but Bailey just indecisive. Goes out to the wing. Bit of a nothing kick. Bettincelli put it under his arm to Deep. Deep, quick handball down, rolling it half forward for Kyby here. Clark, the captain, missed the handball. Padthaway did well. Jordan Bell got the football. Put it on. Padthaway going deep again here, and Cavill saves the day for Kyby. Cavill. Back to Masters. He's a cool, calm and collected character, is Masters. Jared Deep, the import from Sydney, of all places, is well out wide on the wing. Puts it down to Bailey. Going to get some attention today, Bailey, I would have thought.
And see, Max, they're stretching the ground both ways. Deep's out here. Now they're going across the ground the other side, which you called from the other side to this side. So the talk about using the width. Width will beat depth, but the way for Padthaway to go back at this is to, I guess, if they get possession of the ball, is to go deep. And being deep and long will beat the width. So it's across the other side of the ground. It's probably gone forward 10 metres, but across 100. As they come inside 50, it's bouncing, wobbling ball. Anyone's ball right in front of the old scoreboard. Quick handball up. Number 41 is Ben Green, getting plenty of it. Chips it out on that wing. Gee, how close to the boundary. All the players are calling out of bounds on the full. Not having it. So he moves forward. Oh, I tell you what, that is a high ball. Get under that, and get under it they do. And well done by the big fella there in Callum Gaspari. So Dan Padthaway, new coach this year, putting up a good fight early in this game.
Yeah. It's good to have AJ back. We worked together 10 years ago, so he brings a lot of enthusiasm back into the club. It's good to have him back.
Dan, tell us, we can't get football underway, local, country, metro, whatever, without volunteers. How important is it to have those volunteers around the club? Because you probably run yourself ragged trying to chase them up.
You know what? For Padthaway, we run a pretty good system, and for volunteers at Padthaway, it's not too bad. Everyone shows up for their roles, but that takes work and takes organisation. But at the roster that I run, there's 400 spots on that through the year, and that excludes finals. And then there's a kitchen roster and the netballers as well. So there's a lot of spots to fill. We get it done.
Okay, so they wriggle around here. Long kick by McCarthy. That's a long kick into that breeze, and that's a nice goal. Max, how have you seen it?
Well, he's just shrugged off from 50, turned a few of the Kybe defenders inside out and just goes bang. So it's not unlike McCarthy. He's a very, very handy player, known for being tough in the contest. But in that sort of play, he just was silk and absolute class from about 45 metres out. And on a day like today, well, if he can do that, it's going to be sort of match-winning stuff. And that takes it to a one-point ball game. And all of a sudden, Kybe kicking 3 opening goals, now but trailing. Kybe 22 to Kybe 21 to Padthaway's 22. Ball back in the middle. Thorpe did well, spinning pirouette, but the pressure's coming from Padthaway. Another quick kick inside forward. 50's a good one.
I'll tell you who that was. That was Ben Holtzbauer there. Put 2 tackles on and then extracted that ball out and kicked it forward. So that's what Holtzbauer can do, just an impact player. And Dan, I'd suggest you're pretty happy with Ben Holtzbauer so far.
Oh, yeah, I mean, if this converts, we'll be even happier. No, it is good to see Nate's earlier goal there. It's good to see Nate back. He finished last season pretty sore, so we'll see how we go here.
So Callum Gaspari from about 35 metres out lets it go into the wind, and he's done tricks with it. He's put it on the left goal post, and it just sailed through for a goal. So Padthaway have now kicked the last 4 of the game. That takes them 3-4, 28 to Kybe's 3-3, 21. 7 minutes into this second quarter.
Yeah, they're firing well, aren't they? They've actually kicked 2-4 in the last quarter. They've kicked 2 goals already. We're only 7.5 minutes in, and Kybe haven't scored. And pretty much we'd say Kybe going with the win. Dan, just tell us a Saturday night, away or at home, what happens? Do you go back to a local sponsor, local hotel, or do you go back to the club rooms?
On away games like from Kybe, we generally end up in Naracoorte, the King Craig or something like that. Home games. Hey, there we go. Good tackle from Nate.
Holtzbauer just a little bit slow to get up in the middle of the ground there as McCarthy now with ball in hand.
So McCarthy really injecting himself into this game. And here's another recruit in Brad Ficken. Ficken pumps a long one down the full forward. There's Gaspari again, but Stretch was onto it. Geez, Gaspari did well, then got tackled by Deep. And the umpire says, give it to me.
We are joined by Dan Hayes, the president. Any upcoming game day or social events on the calendar in the near future? We might wander down from Adelaide, Dan.
You should. Yeah, the first home game we always just have at a club night. We always get a lot of people around, so that's always a good night. Ladies' Day is next Saturday, so that'll be good. The netballs are playing on Friday night. Band night's already organised. That's at the end of the year, which is great. Low expectations of all bands. They played at the Town Square in Naracoorte, so it'd be good to have them. And we also got our Kadji Cup, which is in a few months' time, which unfortunately I found out I've double booked myself for, so I'll have to work something out there.
So in the last 5 minutes, Gaspari and McCarthy have injected themselves into this football game, and it's turning the tide. Well, it hasn't turned the tide. It's just completely flipped it on its head here for Padthaway. Gaspari, one of those recruits, I I show him from Adelaide. I'll be here from Dan in a second. But he's going to line up similar sort of spot to his last goal. It's 2 in a row. Lets it hang out again. And G's done well. Beautiful. It's a goal. Tell us a bit about Gaspari, Dan.
You putting me on the spot here. I said no footy questions. He can kick goals. He's looking good.
He kicked 2 in a row. He's doing well.
Yeah.
Takes Kyby, still on 21, and Padthaway just surging off to a little lead here, 5-4-34. We're only 10 minutes into this first quarter, Tony.
Yeah, I'll tell you a little bit, Max, with regards to the recruits. We talked about forwards and backs, but what Adam does want is long to the talls and lock the ball in the forward 50 and also get the ground ball and mainly down the back line, win the contested marks, not zigzag across the ground. And the mids between the 50s and transition down the tram lines, and we can see that down the lines. The players, it's so important, Dan. The players know what's happening with a good game plan. They understand, we get it to the talls. If they don't grab it, we get it to the ground, the runners do the rest. Pretty easy game plan to start with for a new coach.
Yeah, AJ's run a real simple game plan this year, and he wants the fellas to stick to it, obviously. Saw a bit of it at Tail and Bend there when we had a trial match, and, first quarter of the first game is always pretty ugly and scrappy. But, yeah, it looks like it's starting to come together for the fellas.
And a little bit around sponsorship, mate. I know, of course, Adam with the Farmers Leap Wines, but, of course, yourself, the Into It. And I see on your President's report, tongue-in-cheek, you said, I don't know much about IT work when it comes to this because you're using old questions. But, mate, in all due respect, Into It, there's a big hit in the middle of the ground. But tell us a little bit about what Into It is and does, because we understand you're the best in the business, and you won't say it, so we'll say it for you.
Well, I appreciate that. Yeah, we've been around for a fair while. I brought Into It back from Melbourne, but didn't open it up for a few years. But when I did, the first 3 orders I had was standing up drinking beers at tacos at Padthaway, so I figured there might have been a demand for the role. But we've been around now for 20-odd years. 14 staff in Naracoorte, Bordertown and Keith, opening up in Casterton. Managed service provider and an internet service provider. So we do our best to support the local businesses and local families and so on. And we got a bit of I might bring it up after, a bit of promotion that's surrounding sporting clubs in regards to the internet as well. So we might talk about that for a second. Well,
it is called the best place in the southeast for all your IT services. Now would be a good time to talk it up. And how do we get in contact with you as well?
Well, there's a million ways you can contact people these days, but the best way is to call our office number, which is 8762-4587. Otherwise, you can email us at support@intoit.it.net.au. And
the work you were saying with the sports clubs, you can mention that now.
Yeah, so what we're doing is for any new connection on internet, and that's NBN or our private wireless network that we run around the sort of mid-southeast, Western Vic and the Mallee. So any new connection that comes on, we'll donate the first month of your payment to any sporting club, charity, registered charity. So if you get 10 connections together for your club, it'd be $900 or thereabouts to your club, and then we'll be an ongoing sponsor after that.
Well, thanks for that, Dan. It's been a very slow build-up for Kyby here. It's Sid Malone. Sid just sends a long ball somewhat to the top of the square. There's no one there for Kyby. Obbs did well. Back to the veteran in Yench. Yench did well. Padthaway just working their way out of this back line, but smothered by Malone. So it's a nice little patch here for Sid. And it's all the young fellas. It's Bailey, Malone and Bernie Watson all within the same vicinity there. That's good signs for Kyby.
There's a little bit of discussion with the bench, which is fine. Jared Deep there just checking out a few things. And we want on-field leaders to be able to speak up and try a few things, because Padthaway haven't been able to... Kybybolite haven't been able to score this quarter. It was a close first quarter, but I'll tell you what, it's been all Padthaway in the first 14 minutes. Dan, it's been a pleasure. We'll let you get off and get on to the festivities of the day. Thank you so much, first of all, for your support of local footy and your sponsorship, and secondly, the great work you're doing with Padthaway, and all the best for the rest of the season.
No worries. Thanks very much for having me on. Go Lions.
All right, thanks very much, Dan. So great to hear from Dan there, the president, Dan Hayes at Padthaway. As we see now, Stephen Craig coming in, took that spectacular mark first quarter. That's from 50, and that's drifted right across that left side. Gee, there's some good dukes down there, Max. I've been impressed with their defence. That's Raymond Yench.
Yeah, Ray Yench, he's a good player. Used to play for the Tigers, but then made the move. Got it off to Mins. Mins releasing kick. It's a bit of a 3-on-1 out there. Is that Gaspari? Yes, it is. He just made a bit of a contest out of it. Stretch did well. Back into Clark. Masters is there. Masters just got dived on in the end, and it's just going to be another ball out on that far wing from the commentary truck, I suppose you'd say, Tony, which we got set up here.
Thanks to Elders.
Thank you, Elders, for sorting this for us. It's you wouldn't even know it's windy outside, to be completely honest, would you, Tony?
Magnificent. So ball on the far side. We're going to see a lot of that today. The sun, the ground is bathed in sunshine, but the wind is blowing a gale over that other side. And as you alluded to earlier, Max, it does go out of bounds fairly often on that far side, whether it's a throw-in, last touch, or out of bounds on the full. But they're playing good hard football out there. Padthaway now, they line up again coming in, and I'll tell you what, been super impressed with Callum Masters. What can you tell us about Callum? Is he, how old is he? Young bloke, old bloke? Is he?
Callum's around that age of about 25, 26-year-old. He used to be a very handy footballer, still is very handy, but he's a good recruit for Kybybolite. I mean, he's not even a recruit, Tony. He used to play as juniors here. Always been a good player. So reliable and very underrated, if you ask me. But Stretch goes out to Bailey. Bailey didn't do too well. Oh, no. Don't tell me.
Ooh, he's not too
Rowan Bailey not feeling very well at all.
And Yench, the big fella.
Yench, long ball down the half forward for Kyby. Gaspari did really well.
Strong in the air, aren't they?
Took the mitts and then had a ball drop that come from the other side of the oval, but did well. Masters put his head over it. Fickens down there. And here comes another hamstring, Tony. Oh, no, maybe just a bit of cramp early in this game. Stretch. Half back for Kyby. This is better. Mackenzie. That's Lachlan Mackenzie. Goes into the middle. Limbert's there. Kyby trying to get some flow into this game. Thorpe took the man on, then got caught with it, but got it away. Didn't go too far because Yench is there, and Sid Malone just ran into a brick wall in Yench. He's had a hot few minutes, Tony.
Hasn't he ever? There's about 15 kilos difference there, but got under that one, though. I'll tell you what, it's worth it, though. The big fellas, they're almost waxing, almost rugby throw out. Gee, good clearance there by Tai Juong, sorry. Now they're going to come wide here. They tried this earlier, Kybybolite. A little bit of time here. Can he pick it up? Gee, sliding in underneath. Well done by Padthaway. That's competition. 101 right there. Ben Holtzbauer over the top. And Jamie Bettincelli didn't get his own way there.
No, he didn't, Bettincelli. It's just really starting to show at the moment, these tools for Padthaway. They're really standing up. Chalmers also hurt his ankle. What's going on? There's injuries everywhere at the moment. Chalmers is down. 39 for Kyby.
Tell you what, if this keeps happening, we've already seen Crump go off. He won't come back on, and he doesn't look real good at all there, Elliot Chalmers. And as you alluded to, a couple of players, just hard knocks. First game of the year, and maybe even a touch of cramp. So they're out the other side. I'll tell you what Billy Stretch is trying to do. He's trying to bring other players into the game. He's flicking the ball out one side, flicking it out the other, and he's had to come off here in front of us, Elliot Chalmers. So half back line now for Padthaway, or half forward for Kybybolite, depending on which team you're watching. Might be a game of attrition here. McCarthy hands the ball back. Umpire balls it up. And look at the big fella. He's run about 30 metres. Gets it across. Kybybolite right on the 50. And the umpire's called throw. So let's see what Padthaway do here. They're going to go down the line. That's what Adam Jeffries has asked for, and they have.
Just that happened, Tony. Mackenzie cleaned up well for Kylie behind the back of the contest. Put it on the stretch, but put him under the pump. Class, as always, does well. Clean pick up off to the big ruckman in Barker. Barker switching ball to Bettincelli, but Kyby don't have a lot of options. Lockie Burt, number 4 for Kyby, did well. Another one of those recruits that have come back to the club after playing junior football. Goes inside to Watson. He'll attack this game, Watson. He's a left footer. Did well. Malone's there. Got the front and centre. Onto his non-preferred in his left. Ray Yench is back there with Darcy Ewer. Yench got held, and that's just an outsizing of the player there, Tony.
Oh, Jens again. You know, I'd like to know how many kicks he's had just in this quarter alone. He's having a very good game out there. Gee, that's a long, wide kick. Up they fly over the top, Callum Masters. Callum Masters is just one of those players you just know when he gets near it, you can rely on him. He's not going to fumble. He's going to put a defence in. He's going to run that extra 10 metres to get that ball. And just have a look down here at Elliot Chalmers, how he's going with the ankle. He might turn around and give us a thumbs up, or he might not. But anyway, around we go. Gee, I've been impressed with Deep. That handball, though. I'll tell you what's been fantastic is Padthaway's pressure. Their pressure out there, there's Kybybolite, apart from when they switch, there's no easy ball. You look at McCarthy in there and Holtzbauer and a few of these players that the game of inches or centimetres, and they're just putting that extra couple in. I'll tell you who I have been impressed with, Bernie Watson this quarter as well. He's worked his way into the game and, like you said, very good mover as Rowan Bailey comes on.
Another one with Rowan Bailey is he's done 3 ACLs in about 4 years, the poor young fella. So that was really concerning to watch him jar that knee, but he's back out there, so it can't be too bad. Here's Job Cole. He got it on to Ficken. Ficken, about 55 metres out for Padthaway, puts it up in the air and lets the tall boys work. Mitch Mins is down there, but Oscar Clark for Kybe, the captain, stepping up on the final line, doing very well. Kybe, again with the little 45, but it's turned over. Thorpe had to clean up Brody's mess, did well. Thorpe to McKenzie, stagnant play from Kybe, got it through. Here's Bailey, first test, did well. Bailey puts it in the stretch. Billy Stretch. Long kick down to Malone. That's George. George, you wheel and go. He's an aggressive player. Did well. Got it on to Deep. Deep. Just a little pokey kick it in the pocket for Ewer. Ewer got nervous. Did a little pitching wedge which didn't go far. Got cleaned up by Padthaway. And it's a lot of last line defence here, Tony.
And see Jared Deep down there just with hands on knees now. He's ran from that half-back flank. He started that bit of play and all of a sudden he's down there. And remember our best on ground today. Gets the beanie, gets the thongs and can come from either team, and there's players standing up. And is that Billy Stretch again with ball in hand? He's on the 50, so he's just having a look. That wind may have dropped a touch out there, so he's going to have a look at him here. What do you reckon, Max? This ball will probably go a little bit more left to right out there with that wind, will it?
He's going to have to start it hard right post. I'd even go as far to say a couple metres. It's going to have to be a 55-metre kick, Tony.
All right, Billy Stretch wanders in. Has he got it in him? Oh, I tell you what, he's got under it. It's right there. I tell you what, you picked it, Max. It went 49.9 metres. No, it need to go 50, and you were correct. And that's knowing your players. And Billy Stretch gets his first on the board. He's been industrious as well. He's been very good. There's a lot of players out there playing for the Thongs and Beanie today. And Raymond Yench, he's put his hand up. Jake Anderson, Nathan McCarthy, Ben Green, Callum Gaspari. Gee, they're everywhere.
Yeah, Callum Gaspari's been really handy for Padthaway down the forward line. I know Kybe have just kicked that goal, but I mean, it's going to be a hard day for Kybe if Gaspari keeps this up because they don't have a lot of tall timber back there.
We're almost 23 minutes in, and it's 3-1. No points have been scored this quarter, so up they go in the middle, the big fella. Well, they're both big fellas, I know, but the big fella, the young player, this is where he might get done in the body. No, he puts the body in. Well done, young man. Puts the left juke up. Padthaway get hold of the ball. So they flick it over to Deep. Oh, player out the front of that pack. Very well done. William Thorpe kicks it in. Up they go. Nice work by Padthaway. In and out. Oh, the big fella here. Look at his best work. Puts it to grass and said, you blokes go and get that. Oh, they get it. They do. And, gee, that's almost like a young calf in a rodeo. Getting tackled there.
Punk McClellan had absolutely none of that from Moore Reid. It was just one of those typical, I'm going to put my head down in front of the defender, but Sid Malone wrapped him up well. Here is Moore Reid. Got a quick one out, didn't go far. Watson, Charlick is there, got taken without the football. Umpire said play on. Quickly again, it's a very contested game, but just quietly, Tony, we've just had Gaspari walk with his boots off in front of us here in the truck. That's concerning.
Gee, I didn't even see that. Gee whiz. I'll tell you what, Bernie Watson, really impressed with him, mate. He's a young 17-year-old. That last pack, when it's your turn to go, you have to go. You can't stand back. But not only did he go, he got in there, did something, and then got on. Oh, have a look at that hack out of the air, and got on for a tackle as well. So McCarthy couldn't take it. Oh, through they streamed. Going the wrong way, though. Now out the other side. Burt puts it out the grass. He's off to the races, Angus McKenzie. because he got a left foot. Oh, he has. Oh, and up they fly. I tell you what, Padthaway, I've been super impressed. We speak about this earlier, didn't we? The defences at both ends. Kybybolite building, and then Padthaway turn it around.
It's not like a clogged up game, is it? I mean, they're getting to both ends, but they're only getting to the 20-metre mark before a turnover. And here's Masters again on that far wing, doing very well. Callum Masters for the Tigers today. I'd put him in the top 3 so far.
For sure.
God, bit of an end-on-end ball down the centre half forward. There's no one home for Kyby.
Gone top 4 now.
Tai Duong did well. Got it on.
Oh, good grab.
Padthaway just going to reload and go again here. Quick little ball into William Charlick. So Charlick assesses his options. Goes inside to Holzbauer.
He said, "Do you remember how to say my name?" I said, "Yes, I do." Good luck with that one.
Holzbauer assesses his options. Goes deep. And here's Job Cole. I like the name. He's got the good job today, Tony. And he's been very quiet so far while I've been up here. But this is his chance to really just settle things down for Padthaway.
Well, has he had to take the place of Miles Crump, perhaps, or they've got to spread the load now? Job Colwell, and he's got the job to do, hasn't he? So I'll let you call it, Max.
So Job Colwell about 40 metres out on a bit of a 45-degree angle. As I said before, he's going to have to go far left goal post. Lets it rip. It's gone across the face, and it's a difficult kick, so no one blaming him there, Tony.
Well, 26 minutes, and that's the first point for this quarter, so an exciting game of footy. Been impressed with Oscar Clark. I've liked his kickings, but I've loved him up the ground as well, half-back, maybe even up on a wing. And let's see what he can do. Will he play on here? Yes, he does. So the fullback gets a stat. I love that. It's very close to the boundary here. Down to the ground. Gee, trying to hunt that ball is Bert. He does so. On the ground again. Now they just get a hack kick into the middle. 2-on-1. Straight over the top. Ben Phelan had his work cut out. Tai Duong gets the handball out. They're looking, I'll tell you what, Padthaway looking quite relaxed. And we see some of this skill. Holtzbauer did it earlier. That's a bit of a high kick out there. But kicking to targets. And they look quite relaxed in their composure. We go into half-time, and what an interesting quarter. The score, 4-3, 27 Kybybolite and Padthaway leading by 8 points, 5-5-35. Tony Neal and Max Malone bringing you the big game through Filming Footy, and we will take a half-time break. And welcome back to the Kybybolite football ground, where Padthaway are leading. It is Kybybolite 4-3-27, Padthaway 5-5-35. Of course, they kicked 3-1 in that second quarter to take the lead. They trail by 5 and now lead by 8. Tony Neal with you from Filming Footy, along with Max Malone, and we are joined by the president of Kybybolite. Of course, I had that sheet in front of me, didn't I? And turn the page. That's the one I'm looking for, and it is Craig Slaughtergraph. I hope I've got that right, Craig.
That's correct. Yes, thank you, Tony.
Naracoorte Painting as well. You are the owner and one of our sponsors today. So thank you very much for joining us. A couple of young lads just in front of us. Bernie Watson had a good start and a very good second quarter.
He certainly did. He's really growing into his football. We've got Sid Malone there. Lockie Burt, yeah, we've picked him up this year as well. He's a local fella that grew up playing for Kybe, and we've got him back from Adelaide, and that's something that we pride ourselves on as a football club.
And Craig, just tell us about it, mate. A big crowd here today. We see the bars full down the other side. What does it mean to the community to get sport back up and going? Football season's right here, right now, round one.
I think it's a huge thing. Without local football clubs, well, it'll be pretty boring around here. You need sport, and the boys love it. The girls love their netball. So, it's really good. It's been a big pre-season, and it's great to see some footy being played.
All right, we're all set for the centre bounce, and you are with Max Malone for the first call of the second half. Max, take it away.
Obs and Barker, unless injuries happen, it's going to be be the same all day. Obs did well. Tapped it down, went to Thorpe though. Thorpe took on the game, went forward. Charlick was there, did well. So William Charlick, centre half back for Padthaway, elects to come out to the commentary box side. Goes into Tai Deong. Deong. So Tai, who's had a nice game so far, pumps it long. Gets held up in the breeze, stretches there. McCarthy's there, they did well. The young fella in ball been slapped on half forward for Kybe. So Clark, open field, got it out to Darcy Ewer. Darcy running onto the football, got harassed, and then it's just a little grudge match there. It looks like they're about to box on there, Tony.
Yeah, Charlie Brodie, and, well, I wouldn't like to step into Callum Masters. He's one of those wiry guys that just goes all day, and that was Alexander Charlick. And you see in the background there, Jake Anderson got caught up in that. You'll see him just to the left of screen in a minute, number 12, got caught up in that and wasn't in for the setup. So they go forward now. Kybybolite, just a soccer off the ground. A hack, that'll do. Who's got the clean hands? Kybybolite, do around the corner, pops it up in the air. This player's had a great game back there, Raymond Yench. And, well, good mark, clearing mark. And just a little bit of settling here by Padthaway. They spoke about tempo and speed, and they do want that little bit of a tempo game about them, and doing all right as the rough, tough and ready Callum Masters comes through. So that Stretch gets it now. Well, he goes this way, that way, and doesn't quite go that way. Umpire's called holding the ball, and the 15 Kybybolite umpires on ground say, what are you talking about? And Tom Mulreed wrapped him up, and because of a bit of dissent, it's 25 or 50 now.
It's 50.
50. So, gee, that is costly. Gliding by us here is Job Colwell in the pocket. And Max, what are you seeing up forward?
Moree just sends in a little hospital ball. Get under that, fellas. Bettincelli's back there. So it's Ficken. Did well. That's the ruckman for Kybe, Jack Barker. Quick kick out from Chalmers. Didn't go too far. Got to that man, Deong. So he's had a nice little quick start to this third quarter. Sends it back in deep. Ficken at the front of the ball, but Oscar Clark, who's played really well for Kybe so far, the captain, he's standing up strong back there, Tony.
Yeah, he got slung around there, and, well, umpires let it go. And, Craig, you're really getting into it there, mate. We might have to take the mic off you, but, no, you're doing very well there. Just you were riding every bump. That's probably
I was holding my tongue, but that's all right. But, yeah, Oscar Clark's had a brilliant game, as is Callum Masters. He's really racking up the touches. So they're holding up the back line not too bad. We're probably lacking a little bit of height compared to their two ruckmen that seem to be floating to full forward. But yeah, everyone's playing their positions well.
And the young bloke here in Jack Barker doing very well in the ruck. He's holding up well.
He's brilliant, fantastic. So Jack started his senior career last year playing some reserves and then finally break through some A grade. So he should be really proud of himself, and he's played very well today against two senior ruckmen. And
the other one, I know, a lot of people talk him up and everything, but Billy Stretch, for him to play one season and you go, oh, well, can we keep... And he's come back again. He's won the medal last year. Just a real on-field leader. What's he like around the club and helping out the young blokes?
He's a beautiful person, Billy Stretch, and we're super happy to have him. When you get recruits that come down from Adelaide that want to be a part of your club, that's really what you're after. So he came down last night and he's happy to help out in the kitchen, or if he's got to work on the gate or anything like that. So it's fantastic.
And it is fitting into the community. I've played a lot of country footy as well. Being a city person, you do things to fit in. Tell us about your volunteers, mate. They're an integral part of your Saturday and your week, really.
100%. Well, without volunteers, you don't have sporting clubs. Simple as that. We've just got it behind there. And that's something that I've really picked up on and learned in the new role. That's there's how many people around the club, what they put in to keep things moving, but I just don't think you can ever have enough of them, that's all. Turnover here from Chalmers. What can he do? He's kicked it forward to Rowan Bailey.
So young Bailey, it was just a little snappy sort of exit from Padthaway. It didn't end up well. Chalmers took the football and just dumped one down into Bailey. And Rowan Bailey playing his football up last time around up in Brisbane for the Brisbane Lions 2s. Brother, obviously, Zach Bailey. Anyway, puts it through. So that's his first goal in Kybe colours for Rowan. Hopefully there's many more to come for the season. Tell us a bit about him, what you've learned from him in the pre-season, Craig.
Rowan is brilliant. He's a character, that's for sure, and someone that we've picked up, and he's actually moved down to the local area. So I saw him hard at work yesterday. I popped into Naracoorte Seeds and he was there hammering away. He's been really good. He's barely missed a training. He's been out here even fixing some of this fencing that you can see on your screen right now. So he's doing his bit. I popped in and got a pie before from the canteen and he was in there working as well. So no complaints there.
I'm just going to say, Craig, please don't work him too hard, mate. He's a very good player. Haven't brought him here to work. Just let him play.
Well, let's get him going. He's got one on the board now. Hopefully we see a few more in the second half.
Mate, numbers are good, juniors and so on. Tell us about that sort of side of things.
So always been really proud of our junior numbers. Our under-14s this year are probably a little bit short, and that's just probably a lull in the moment. I don't think there's any particular reason for it. So my son's playing in that. They've got anywhere between sort of 15 to 16 each week. But, they had a really good game this morning.
Quick kick there from Mitchell Minns, the skipper of Padthaway. Just went straight through the middle from about 45. It was a bit of a spiralling ball, and Bettincelli couldn't track it down in the goal square. So that takes Padthaway 5-5-35 to Kybe's 5-4-34. It's a 1-point ball game here at Kybe. 6-5-41 to Kybe's 5-4-34. It's 6 minutes gone in the third quarter.
So, very good. Just waiting for that scoreboard to tick over. I got confused when I came in, Craig. There's two scoreboards. I thought, the old black and yellow, that looks beautiful. The B grade are on. I thought, it was the Colts. Well, there's been a couple of goals scored and the score hasn't changed.
Nothing's rolled
That's
over.
it. And then I realised.
That's right. That's our backup scoreboard over there. And I remember as a young fella sitting there watching the A grade, and I'd be rolling the scores over. So it's still something we can use, but we rely on the scoreboard we've got at the moment, which that currently needs upgrading as well, which we're looking into some grants and stuff like that. So hopefully we get something moving there as well.
So here goes Padthaway quickly again. That's Charlick. Charlick did well. Bettincelli trying to save the day for Kybe. He's gone back. Here's Charlick again. Did well. Took on the player. Johnny Langdon said holding the ball. So Bettincelli going to try and settle things down here for Kybe, Tony. Works it back to Masters. Masters goes on to Deep. Deep, got options, got McKenzie as a runner, uses him. Lockie McKenzie in the back pocket for Kybe. Long ball down to the wing, found Clark. This is better from Kybe, just a bit of slow play. Clark looked in the middle, assessed his options, there's nothing on. Just doing a bit of a ballerina step there. Small kick in the middle to Stephen Craig's done well. Deep, this is on the wing, gone down to Malone. George Malone had his jukes up, couldn't take it. Got it back to Clark. He's really imposing himself on this match, but he went out of bounds. Jared Deep, sorry. I've missed that. Again, I've mistaken the skipper for the import. What's happening there? Anyway, ball back into play. Stephen Craig put his jukes over it. Did well. McKenzie, this is Angus. Long ball for Chalmers in the goal square, being hung on to. And the umpire says yes, holding the man. Bailey tried to take the advantage and play it on. It's a goal. So it was nice from Bailey. It's his second in a matter of minutes.
He's serving hot pies and he's serving goals now, Tony. We love that.
I'll tell you what, Craig, as that play, I was waiting for that play, but it went from one end of the ground to the other. Mate, Naracoorte painting, fantastic. You're the owner. There's a space at the top of that scoreboard, and it would look great if it said Craig Slotograph scoreboard across the top of the old scoreboard. The heritage look.
I don't mind that.
There you go. I'll come down and help you paint it.
I do run the business with my brother Mark. We've got our beautiful sign straight over here, which Rowan helped fix that up as well. But that's a great idea. Maybe we'll get an extra one on the scoreboard.
Fantastic. And of course, Malone Wines will come to that later on. We've got all the sponsors in with us. Elders, of course, providing the truck. Fantastic, this truck here today. William McIntosh Motor Lodge, and of course, Otterson Partners Real Estate. Sarah and the team help you out with all your real estate needs. Padthaway, of course, Farmers Leap Wines, and Into It with a 2, the best place in the southeast for all your IT services. So, open game, Max, at the moment. The big fella's going to look down forward again.
It's been neck and neck the whole game, Tony. Jack Barker probably looking for a bit of a run past handball give there. He's put it down Padthaway's throat at half back. So Padthaway looking for a long kick. Bernie Watson did well, then went and got his own ball. Went to stretch into Sid Malone. Could he have a Malone moment? I'm not sure. plays on. Bit of a grumpy-looking ball down the centre half forward, but Stephen Craig
There it is.
has
That is a
taken the
Malone
mark.
moment, Max, you're one of them.
Oh, just
Up there and ran around.
Stephen Craig goes to give it off. That's another end-on-ender.
Oh.
Found McCarthy. Not McCarthy for Kybybolite, McCarthy for Padthaway. He went out to Obbs. Obbs assesses his options too. That's a better-looking kick. That's for Ficken. Ficken couldn't do anything with it. Got hunted down by Brodie Wells. So it's just neck and neck here at the moment, Tony.
Well, it is. It's got the crowd on their toes. As we said, the scoreboard at the moment, 6-5 plays 6-4 40, so 1 point in it. I don't know the first game of the year whether the Kybe coach would give a big bake at halftime. I think you just work on your structures and processes, and a lot of these players know each other. We were talking with him. Craig had a great discussion with your coach yesterday, and just talking about the young players coming through, but a really good blend. You've got your 16 to 20s, a lot of mid-career players now that are starting to find their way in football and feeling like you fit in. That's a big part of A-grade football. It's just the height isn't there at the moment, but speed will beat height, and that's what we can see in this third quarter.
Well, so out of this A-grade team, we've still got probably 3 or 4 missing. So we've got Henry Crawford, who will be main ruck with Jack Barker, which he's absolutely enormous, so it'll be great when we get him back. Bill Laurie's just away for a few weeks, so he's a seasoned veteran of the KNTFL and an absolute brilliant player, so we're looking forward to having him back. That might be an option that we throw him in defence because he's quite tall as well and he plays a very strong role. So we've got a few there that still need to come back in, but the young fellas that are playing today seem to be holding up really, really well.
Nah, fantastic, Craig. And look, the squad, the whole club is in a good place. The squad, we know it's like every country area has a few things to look at every year to maintain. But as you alluded to, the juniors, great committee, yourself leading the way, but I'm sure you share the load and so on. And, well, mate, we'd like to wish you all the best. Thank you so much for joining us and wish you all the best for the season ahead.
Thank you so much for your time. Appreciate it.
All right, Max, what have we got going on?
We're back in the middle here. It's McCarthy. Tried to take on the player, got caught. Punk McQuellen, the umpy, says, give it to me. Good insight there from Craig Slaughtergraph around community down here in the KNTFL. He's doing a really good job for Kybe, so it's good to see him. As Job Colwell for Padthaway takes on the ball. Then it got put down to the forward flank for Padthaway, but again, that win, Tony, it's becoming relentless here.
Yeah, that was Holtzbauer just kicking that across. You see him coming across the ground. They've always got someone on stretch. He's not on him at the moment, but someone is. And I reckon that might be Nathan McCarthy trying to quell him. But good work here by Kybybolite. They do use the ball well. You massage that ball. The only thing with this, it happens in the AFL, is you've got to be able to execute every time. And this is all right down the outside, but if you go inside and it comes undone, or you do the dump ball like this, but they've done well, Kybe. A player's gone down. He's done a somersault down there, down bit Rowan Bailey, down in the background. Just seeing what the umpire's seen here. No, it is coming back. As I was watching Josh here, I saw a somersault down the back there, and they're having a bit of a tee-to-teat there, their own private battle band in the goal square. Deep, again, really loved his game. Puts it out to the old the new scoreboard area, flicked up. I'll tell you what, Padthaway, they're in it, but they pop it up in the air as well, which gives the opposition a chance every time. Big ruckman. See, that's clean hands. He does well. He gets tackled and thrown to the ground, but he delivers the ball. Really good play out there, Max.
Callum Masters, long searching ball. Well, it was a low dart, actually, from Callum, which ended up in a turnover for Padthaway. So what can Padthaway do here? It's been a bit of a lackluster over the last 5 minutes here in this game. Goes down long to that man in Gillespie, but again, Bettincelli did well. There's been a free kick pulled here, so Gillespie's been given the benefit of the doubt from the umpire, and he's got it on the wing. He's also gone long. It's what they're going to do all day here, Padthaway. Tried to find it. Did Charlie Brodie down there, but there's been a free kick plucked here for Stephen Craig. I saw him tumble over in the middle of the ground, Tony, and there must have been a free kick given away there by Holzenbauer. Holzbauer. So Holzbauer's given away the free kick. Mackenzie's got it in the middle of the ground. Small ball to deep. I've noticed throughout this game they're trying a lot of these 15 to 20 metre kicks. It's obviously a part of the strategy this year, Tony, obviously with these taller players out of the side. Deep goes longer this time in search for Bailey, but McCarthy was just too big in the contest for Bailey there. He's done well, the captain of Padthaway.
Me too's having a very good game. But we spoke about this game plan. They want to come down the line. Gee, over the top it goes. Can they get out of trouble? No, they can't. And he knows it. He throws the head up straight away, and he's actually taken himself off there, Jake Anderson, due for a rotation as that ball goes around. Gee, the big fella had to work hard down around the toes. You'd know that, Max, being so tall. It's the hard ball below the knees. Gee, I'll tell you what, he's come a long way down the ground, Kellum Masters. That is an outstanding tackle. Do you reckon Kellum might have had the big goal sticks lined up in his eyes? But Padthaway, both defences have been fantastic, but Padthaway have been strong in their pressure today.
It's a defender's... It's one of the great things for a defender when you're 55 metres out and you can kick it that far. Your eyes just light up, don't they, Tony?
Yeah.
Anyway, quick play here from Padthaway. Did well, did young Charlick. Got it out the back. It's a 2-on-1. It's going to go long and it's going to be last touch. I'll tell you what, that's a bit of a missed opportunity there, Tony.
You're exactly right, Max. I was just watching that and I thought, gee, he had the bloke out the back there. I'm not sure that he went for him. He almost went that longer extended kick and it just didn't come off for him. Probably a wasted opportunity there. There's a bit on here. McCarthy, he likes putting the body in. That's Nathan McCarthy on, that was, well, who is number 60? Oh, Ben Phelan there. As that ball comes in again, up they fly, stays down. Player at the back scoops it up. Bang! The vacuum cleaner. Through he came, scooped it up, banged it out onto the netball court. And I tell you what, the horns are going off, and that is Jordan Bell with his first for the day. I tell you what, the goal scorers are Alexander Charlick, Nathan McCarthy, Ben Holtzbauer, Jordan Bell, Mitchell Minns, all with one, and Callum Gaspari with two, who I'm not sure whether he came back on the ground. Did he be Gaspari?
Gaspari, well, I'm led to believe he is back out there, but maybe he's not. I mean, I'm getting him and Thick and confused a bit here today, Tony.
Don't do that, dude. That might be him down here. I don't know. There's
he's got plenty of strapping on. You'd think he's a mummy down there at full forward.
Done up like Farlap, mate. That's what it is. But I'll tell you what, Padthaway, nice goal there. And, they needed that. 7 goals, 5, and 7 points up.
May I add down there at full forward, they've thrown Bettincelli from the wing back to his good old role at full back, and he's got a big assignment. There's about 6 inches between him and Gaspari down there.
Yeah.
So we'll have to keep an eye on that. We're back in the middle. Thorpe's been exploding all day, done well. Job Cole come with the football, gave it straight to deep. Then Thorpe went and hunted his own football again. He's having little 10, 15 metre spurts, is Thorpe. So Padthaway now ended up with the football going forward. Did well, did Bettincelli. Took on the player. Here's Brad Ficken in the goal square. Geordie Bell, 2 in a minute. 2 in a minute.
Ding.
2 in the minute for Geordie Bell. He's kicked both of them from 1 metre out the goal square, Tony.
He is, doesn't he? Out the back. I reckon that was... Oh, look, there's a little bit going on in the middle too. There's 3 on to 1 in the middle here. And that was Holtzbauer who got that clearing kick again through the middle. And they're getting around him. And this is what a new player does. You've got to come in and stamp your authority and get a bit of respect from your teammates. And Ben Holtzbauer will do that. And there's a little bit of garbage going on. And I remember a great mate years ago said, it's all good being well and good being tough after the whistle's gone. It's do it when it's your turn to go. And, they got a bit of a sniff here, Padthaway. They're up again. That breeze, Max, is still down to the right, but Bell out the back. And look at the size of that ruckman in the middle. He is monstrous tall. And well done by the Kybybolite ruckman there. But they're out again, Holtzbauer playing in front, Padthaway. It's not an inside 50 because that ball rolled around. This time McCarthy, that's a nice kick in. He's almost kicked that too well. It's going to go over the back.
Bettincelli on clean up for Kyby.
Boy.
It was nervous. It was nervous times for Kyby down there, but Bettincelli quickly took the advantage and played on. Here's Clark. Clark, long ball to a contest. Stretch, that was clean to Burt. The Adelaide recruits link up and they do it again. Stretch for his second touch in about 10 seconds. Looked into trouble and got caught with it. Padthaway took the advantage and played on. Got it down to Gaspari. And this has just proven difficult as it's on in the middle. It's that Thorpe looking after a few Adelaide players in there. And there's a bit on.
Jake Anderson as well. But Holtzbauer, that tackle again. I've alluded to the fact he can play, but he's really starting to be instrumental in this game, and great support from his teammates as well. They're playing as a team, which you'd like to see, but Gaspari up front.
Gaspari's done well, and I reckon he's copped a little cider there. Your man, Holtzbauer.
Tackle, because Stretch ran back into him.
Anyway, so we're going to take it back. There's been a whistle. Time off, says the umpire. Time back on all of a sudden. Gaspari's looking around as if he's not sure what to do. Does he just kick the goal?
I don't know whether they're waiting for this trainer here. He's gone down on one knee. He's going to propose. He's, well, you tell me.
So Gaspari, 15 to 20 metres out, directly in front. Absolutely no dramas there. Takes Padthaway, 9-5-59. They're now 19 points up against Kybe, 6-4-40, and it's going to take some serious work from Kybe to get themselves back in this one, Tony.
Mate, they've kicked 4 goals straight in this third quarter. They kicked 3-1. They won the second quarter. They're so far winning the third quarter. And Adam Jeffries and the Padthaway team, he came with conviction. He wanted to play finals this year. They've been in the bottom 2 the last 4 years. It is only round 1, but I'll tell you what, at the moment, Kybybolite here need to do something. I saw him play in the finals last year and thought they might go on with it this year, but is this the upset of the round as in we come? Probably those at Padthaway. Look at that tap forward. Oh, taken in the back now. Holtzbauer into Stretch. Stretch knew exactly what he was doing. There's a little bit of feeling going on out there, and the umpire's given a warning. And I think the protector there is Elliot Chalmers. He's really trying to protect Billy Stretch there. Look, there's going to be a bit of rough and tumble in all games. We know that. Holtzbauer's done a big tackle this time into the back. Billy Stretch playing a great game, needs the attention put on him. They're putting heat on him. Now he's got the ball.
I think just quietly, Holtzbauer and Chalmers might be just having a little Barney and everyone else is just sort of collateral, but I think we've got to watch for that. As Deep has the football. Another one of those 15 to 20 metre Dick Hinks to Limbert, got caught with it, and then dropped a mark he probably should have taken. We're in the middle of the ground here at Kybybolite.
Sorry, Stretch comes back in the line. Deep is right in. The 2 number 8s, that's a great matchup. McCarthy and Jared Deep, similar builds. And you can really see 20 metres off this pack, a line both ways, and the wings pretty much come in.
That's right. Barker and Obbs again. Chalmers, beneficiary of the football this time, tried to get it to Phelan, but it's just become real scrappy and contested. Do you think this is teams trying to lock down the footy, Tony?
Well, it's interesting. I just looked down at fullback. The Padthaway fullback's about 5 metres in front of the Kybybolite player. They're just sort of playing in front, trying to get their own way here, Padthaway. First of the ball. Well done by Kybybolite there.
Bailey, that was a bit of magic to Malone, front and centre. Limbert to Thorpe. Got it into Deep with a bit of a curling ball from 45. He's missed to the left side. Wouldn't have that just been electric?
I'll tell you what, he went around the corner, Max. I'm not real sure there. It's hard to tell from here how far out he was. He was running sideways. Look at that kick in from the fullback. The big fella, up he went. I shouldn't say the big fella because they're both big fellas, but he's enormous, the Padthaway, and that's a great tackle. I'll tell you what, Max, the Kybybolite are playing Padthaway back at their own game now. They're putting the pressure on. Now they're going forward. Look at that grab there. We've seen it over and over again today from both teams, both ends of the ground. But Tom Moyle-Reid with a nice mark. Is that a touch of cramp? 23 minutes into the third quarter.
It is. He gives it to Mins. Tries to find Ficken, but Brodie worked him under the football. Ficken did well. Got back onto it. Ben Phelan for Kybe. Just took the game on, and there's been a whistle, and it was a very quick ball-up whistle, that one there, Tony.
Yeah, and I see Stretch just picked that ball up. Holtzbauer stayed back, and he's sort of picking up to what Stretch is doing as that ball goes forward. They're both dangerous either way. It's a battle within a battle. Oh, well evaded and then tripped in the end. Gee, I tell you what, he took the pain. If he'd have kicked it the first time, he wouldn't be in that pain that he's in. But as you said, great name, Job Colwell. And we talk about role players. He's played his role today, I feel, for the team. He's doing this sort of work, industrious under the pack, and everyone gets their opportunity. Gee, they're great in the air. Look at that. Long way out, though, Gaspari.
The way Gaspari's been playing today, you could roll from here, Tony.
Oh,
it's a big call. But that ball drop again comes from the sky. Bit of a helicopter ball down to full forward. Young Barker's down there. Dropped it. Ball went out the back. Clark doing the cleaning up again for Kybe. They're going to try and spread and go. It's Bettincelli. Looked like Ray Yench tried to take him out. Play on for Kybe. They've got a bit of space if they can get it out here. Bettincelli involved the link up again. Got it to Bernie. Watson. Watson did well to Ewer. Kybe on the front verge here. Got it to Bailey. Bailey dropped the mark, and then it just got rolled out of bounds through Obbs. Sorry, it's still in play here, and it's very deep on the side of the boundary there, Tony.
Gee, I'll tell you what, like Rowan Bailey's like an impact player, isn't he? He's excited. When the ball gets near him, I think, well, what's he going to do here? He's exciting to watch. I said somersault in the forward pocket at one point and different things going on. So get inside his head there. Here he goes. Very interesting player, but gee, he's a competitor as well. He's going to be exciting.
Couple old PAC, our schoolmates there, Tony, and Will Charlick and Rowan Bailey going at it.
Oh, okay.
I had a discussion with Rowan. I said, what if Will goes to you today? And he said, well, I'm going to have to get him to start counting. Anyway, stretch, quick ball on, has a rip, and it goes through.
Watch them get around him too, because this'll put it up Padthaway a little bit here. They'll get around him, and there they go. There's the argy-bargy in there. Not too many go to Holtzbauer, but gee, that was a good goal, Billy Stretch. The cream, they talk about the cream rises to the top when required, and he did that. He's been in around the packs, hasn't he? 5-6 metres off and then charges through. When he needs to go, he goes, and that's the quality of the player he is. And I'll tell you what, I've liked this quarter, the way Kybe have put the pressure back on Padthaway here, and when you put it on enough and get there and you get a finish. Very important, Max, very important.
So Padthaway, you're going to try and resurrect things, I suppose, to a certain degree. They've got some big bodies in there. It's McCarthy, Mins, and a free kick's been paid.
Yep. Holtzbauer down the ground against Oscar Clark. Just see what he does with this ball. He's a fair way. He's got to hit a target. Oh, gee whiz. Have a look at that.
It's a good kick, isn't it, Tony?
So Stretch gets the goal at the other end. Holtzbauer and Stretch are playing on each other. Holtzbauer's been a tag, but needs to play his own game as well. Now he gets it and gives that back. So watch what happens after this kick, if it's a goal, and he's gone straight up to the players and Benny Holtzbauer and just having a bit of a chat. He's not normally like that, but why wouldn't you?
Ruffling a few feathers down here in the KNTFL, Tony.
Gee whiz. Okay, the big fella wanders in. Ficken. He's put it out to the right. So you might get a little bit back verbally. You've got to be careful what you say out there, because if it's not finished off, comes back. They've kicked 5-1 for the quarter to 3-2. So 6 scoring shots to 5. Clark out the far side. Most teams will give you that first kick, just that short one. It's what happens from here. And if it's up in the air like that, it's a 50-50. You're giving it back to the opposition as out it comes. Gee, I'll tell you what, those signs out there, the sponsors here, we talk about volunteers and sponsorship and that, there's a million, not quite a million, but 900,000, let's say, but there's a lot of sponsors out there, a lot of signs on the fence here, and great atmosphere down here at Kybybolite, hurdling the pack there. That player might have hurt himself in the orange boots, looks a bit tired. No, that was Elliot Chalmers, did the hurdle, and then he's come up a bit sore there. They go forward again here, Padthaway.
They're pressing, and here's Gaspari come out to the front of the contest. McCarthy tried to shrug off Bird. I wouldn't be doing that. Deep took the advantage, gave it to Sid Malone. Sid gave it back to Deep. He just weaved himself through the centre of the ground here. It's a nice ball to Ben Phelan's advantage. So is it going to pick up? Bang!
Oh.
Charlick and Ben Phelan went hard like 2 balls. Ben Phelan did well, got back up, went again. Job Colwell's also down. We've got players down everywhere here, Tony.
It was almost like Phelan didn't see the play, or he just went in. Geez, I'll tell you what, they felt that. We felt that from here. Oh, deep. Not quite. On the siren, 29-minute quarter, 7-4-46, plays at 9-5-59. So a 13-point lead to Padthaway. They've led by 8. They lead by 13 at three-quarter time, and we will take a short break in this entertaining game. Welcome back, folks. What a game we've got in our hands. 7-5 plays 9-6. And, well, very entertaining as we speak as that first ball goes up. Second ball up will come. It's a 13-point lead to Padthaway. They led by 8 at half-time after Kybybolite led at quarter-time. So, game on. Player held on to by the arm. Max Malone has been out to the huddle. So we'll hear from Max in a minute and hear what the Kybybolite coach has said. Under pressure, 13 points down. Barker's done a great job in the ruck all day, but so too has Daniel Obst. He's been up against it. Had a couple to work against has Barker. And Max, did you hear what the coach said and did you take it in?
I did. I took it in well. I felt like going out there myself, Tony. He really fired up the fellas.
Beautiful.
He did. He said, we're going to outrun these blokes to the hills. Yes, they might have some height on us, but we have got some serious speed. So they're going to try and extract that. They're not going to leave any stone unturned in this last quarter, Tony. I mean, 2 goals within this sort of league is not a big margin.
No, you're exactly right there. So some good play here. I think Padthaway playing a good game across the board, like as a team. Kybybolite Stretch again. Gee, I tell you what, he's dragged the ground. He's hurt himself there, Stretch. Been mauled. Nathan McCartney, it was a good tackle. And he might have done the shoulder here, Stretch, and that won't be good. Ben Holtzbauer is actually trying to help him. Probably Ben would be saying it'd be nice if he did go off. Umpire says, I'll throw it up anyway. They lurk around the back of the pack, Holtzbauer and Stretch. Battle within a battle. It's been fantastic. Push out. It beats 1, 2, 3 to the big fella Yench. We haven't seen a lot of him after that second quarter purple patch. Max, the big fella, geez, he played well. Picks his teammate up. I'll tell you what I like. They're quick to get back to their position as well. Oh, out of the pack. That is confidence by the young man. Don't mind seeing that, Jack Barker. Now they go forward. Kybybolite. Look at that. It's a screwy. It's going to bounce. Is this the start they need? But it's been repelled. Or has it? I'll tell you what, that right arm took a long, long time to come through. And so long, in fact, it's going to be a shot. And the antagonist, it is Elliot Chalmers, now playing football, gets a shot on goal. Max, give us a tip, mate, being a teammate. What do you reckon?
I reckon it's the toughest pocket to kick from. That boundary is a right footer.
You've hedged the bet each way.
Down here in front of the clubhouse.
Call it. I'll let you call it through. Come on.
It's the acutest of angles. He lets it rip. I tell you what, it's on its way, and it's gone across the front. That breeze just picked up at the right moment there, Tony.
I think that might be one of the best points ever scored on Kybybolite Oval, going by the scream of the player there, but it did drift across, and they're out again, Padthaway, and aren't they going down the line here? Look at the big Jukes go up. Oh, taken off the pack by the left footer. A second screwy comes in. It's that second entry. Up they go. Down it comes. Is it fatigue? They can't quite get it out, Padthaway, can they? Someone tackle him, but he's free, running free. That was Tai Juong. Gets it across to William Charlick, and there. Oh, big collision. Welcome to A-grade football, son. And Bernie Watson, he's a tough man. He'll get up. Ball comes in again.
Stretch. Kick down into the pocket for Kyby, but Tai Deong is there again. He's played quite well in this second half. He's picked up a lot from what I saw in the first 2 quarters anyway, Tony. He's doing well. And Bernie Watson, good to see a young player back up at his feet like that. I mean, he'll be sore tomorrow morning.
Kiefer, haven't called a lot of him. Kiefer. Sharky. Wow, where's he been? Kiefer. Goes along the wing.
Half back, just put it straight down Jack Barker's side. He's really starting to gain some confidence in this fourth quarter early, Tony.
I think he's been inspired. He's shown us a couple of tricks now that we haven't seen all game, and he can seriously play, this lad. Puts a shepherd in as well.
Gets it to Deep. Just a quick little handball, but Deep's just kicked it straight back to that man, Sharky. I mean, you make the comment, where has he been? There's 2 touches in 30 seconds.
Old Fergal.
He goes back down the line, but Barker again. It's just deja vu in the last 30 seconds, the exact same play.
Went up vertical, came down horizontal.
Got it off to Deep again, and then he's also got to put it down William Charlick's throat.
Max kicked the kick.
Replay him on replay.
Defence, defence, defence. And then that's a better chip out. Has he given it up? He has. Here's the silky left footer. He puts it on the hand, gives it to a player facing the wrong way. Gee, they had to stretch for that. Kick comes in. I'll tell you what, there he is. Raymond Yentz again. Gee, I tell you, opportunities. Max, we talk about, teams talk about, I want to get the ball in the forward line. That's all great, but if it comes out, goes in 14, comes out 12, doesn't help anyone. That's what we're seeing. Defence, 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 instead of a finish.
So Sharky got it down to Job Cole. He did well, stepped his player inside. And then a big contest in the middle of the ground.
Almost fell on him, that ball. It was almost a mark. Oh, he doesn't look too good in the middle. I hope that's... Well, you don't want to see anything, but there might be a bit of cramp there. Number 38.
Sam Gibbs.
Or the big fella. Obst.
Got it off. Quick ball again, but Clark, it'd be his 10th intercept mark for the day, I reckon. He's just got to run off half back and say, I'll try and do it myself. Another long ball towards Chalmers. Charlick did well. Gained the football. Back to Yench. He's had some sort of game too. He goes to Ty Diong, but Sid Malone chopped it off. Clark and Moore Reid, couple schoolmates. Sid Malone got taken high. Got taken very high. Tom Moore Reid gave him a bit of a medicine ball, and this is Sid's, it's only his second game of football. There's a bit of confusion whether it was high or holding the ball.
Is this a brother or cousin, mate?
Brother of mine.
He got up a bit glassy-eyed there. I'll tell you the other one who's in a bit of strife is Jake Anderson, just walking through the middle of the ground as that kick comes forward. I'll come back to that. He's in a lot of trouble there.
Charlick and Malone Limbert just snatched it straight out of the middle, put it to space, gave a job for Padthaway to clean up. But I tell you what, Chalmers, bit of class, stretch, deep, all the guns involved, deep, just took a few on, then a snapping ball from 40 metres out. Bang!
Get excited, Maxie, because they're back. Kybybolite. I was looking all the time we've talked about that. Jake Anderson went down in the middle of the ground and he took a long, long time to get up for Padthaway, number 12, and he just walked gingerly through the middle. And as this play came in, that ball came in, he was about 30 metres off it, couldn't get near it. And Kybybolite, they've extracted one there, and that is a fantastic goal.
If you're a Kyby supporter at home, it's all the names you want to hear getting involved. It's Stretch, it's Chalmers, it's Deep. I mean, these blokes are a touch above in terms of the general play here today. So it's good to see him getting involved. Obbs got the tap, didn't do too well, but there's that man. Holzenbauer did well, got it to centre half forward. Here comes Graspy, did well, did Jamie Bettincelli. And it's just going to be a ball held up here at half forward for Padthaway.
So we've seen some great marks and goals today, and that's right up there. That goal and Ben Holtzbauer's the other way, and of course the mark from Stephen Craig in the first quarter. You'll go a long way to get that one beaten for the whole year. I'll tell you who's come on his bell. So he's kicked those two goals out of the pack in the third quarter, and he's just drifted to the back of this pack, probably a bit far out for a shot on goal there, but gee, I'll tell you what's coming in dark and a little bit windy as well. Big tackle. I'll tell you what, we've got a pair of thongs and a beanie to give out, and Deep's been very good today. Stretch, we talk about Holtzbauer, Anderson, Yench in patches, and now going back. I tell you what, long way out. Max, I'd probably suggest he's a bit too far out, this player.
Alex Charlick. Has he got the legs?
He's over 50, lifts the ball up high, kicks it up high, right to the teeth of goals. Where are the big grabs? Don't tell me it's... bounce through and hit the post. So, clear and kick, and it's on quickly.
Clark taking out kick-outs again, but his ball's not too good to Deep, so it's going to come back in for Padthaway here. It's a nice little couple minutes for Padthaway. It's 8-6-54. Kyby to Padthaway, 9-7-61. There's 7 points in it. Mitch Mins just dumps it on Graspy's head and says, go catch it. You've been doing it all day. Masters did well. There's a big pack forming. And it's just a ball. I mean, I couldn't even tell you how many players could have had the ball then, Tony. It's just becoming real contested really quickly here. You've
called it, because have a look how many are around that pack, and fatigue will set in, and I don't know how much run the players have got in them, although Kybybolite, it's been asked for them to extract it, and they need to do it from this area, though it's a long way back. Geez, quick on the boot there, Bernie Watson. We've seen 4 screws this quarter. Good grab in front, Darcy Ewer. Kicks out wide. Oscar Clark's been fantastic all day. Gee, tries to drill that ball, and that's what fatigue will do. It drops 5 or 10 metres short, up and down. can do a few things, Elliot Chalmers, and he's done well to extract that. Up you go. Played well, William Limbert as well. We talked about role plays. Both teams played as a team. Limbert, they're telling him to go fast. Gets it in. Up they go. Who's best on the ground? I'll tell you what, he got a bit of clear ground there. Wiggled around the corner. That's a great goal. He landed. He went up in a pack, landed. George Malone now. Is that another...
That's a Malone moment if I've ever
Oh, George with his second. And around the corner. And I'll tell you what that's done, Max. That's brought that score right back in. Right back into 1 point, I reckon it'll be. It's 9 goals. 660 to 9-7-61. It's anyone's game. Have Kybe got a sniff and gone, okay, get it in, because Jared Deep was screaming, get it in, get it in. Or can Padthaway hold on now? The tall timber that's been taking the marks in the back line early in this quarter and through the game, it's just held off a little bit. A little bit of limping down deep, but Elliot Chalmers is playing a good role this quarter.
He has. I mean, he started it on the wing here for Kybe. He won a bit of a 2v1.
2 on stretch, which means 1 Colby player's free.
Well, that's correct, but it's McCarthy who extracts the football out of the middle, goes quickly down to centre half forward. Thickens there, couldn't quite hold on to it. Clark did well. Handball, quite dangerous though, back towards Masters. Masters got it onto deep quite calmly, but then he got wrapped up with it. He got wrapped up there by,
what a spot
which
for it
looks to
happen.
be Charlick. So Alex Charlick, who had a ping about 5 minutes ago, looks as if he's going to try and back himself again, Tony.
He waves away the teammate, Alexander the Great. Look at that scoreboard, 9-6-60, 9-7-61, 10-58. He'll watch this back and he'll go, gee, we were under a bit of pressure, weren't we? Call it through for us, Maxie, come on.
So Alexander Charlick, 45 metres out, lets it up in the wind, but it's been dragged to the near side. It'll go through as a minor score, but a minor score at this stage of the game is not all bad, Tony, because it means that they kick a goal and all of a sudden Kybe need to kick 2.
That's correct. Gee, he waited a long time with the arms out, the player there, but he did well. Ball right in that centre half back position. Look at the players stream out to the right of screen here. They've gone out far on this wing. Look at there's midfielders calling. Lachlan Burt's screaming for it through that far side, but he's playing on Nathan McCartney, so I wouldn't go to him. It's a slow play now. Up and under, onto the wing. Gee, I'll tell you what, they've kicked it to the tallest guy, Daniel Ops. He's read that well. He's turned it over for Padthaway. They go forward again. Oh, what a great mark. Oh, no! Oh, no. Went to play on. He said, look, umpy, I went to do that, and he was tackled. And it's Jordan Bell.
Jordan Bell just pops up when you need him if you're at Padthaway. I'll tell you what, Bettincelli just needed to take a few steps back off his mark there. I understand what he's trying to do. Wow. He's trying to play and go. And all it was one little step, Tony, holding the ball.
Well, Bell wanders in. Look at the wind blowing in those trees. What's he done? He likes it. He puts the one hand up. He says, I'm on filming footy and have a look at that. Hi, Mum. Hi, Dad. And hi, everyone. I've kicked the goal. And he's kicked his 3rd. And well done, Jordan Bell. And what a game we have got on our hands. Boy, oh boy. That'll bring them through to 10-8, yes. So they've kicked 3 for the quarter. 9-6-60 to 10 goals 8. Sorry, I've called that the wrong way. Yeah. Padthaway. That's their first for the quarter. Sorry. Got on the wrong team. So ball back in the middle of the ground. McCarthy got that good clearance as well.
They've got young Jackie Barker elsewhere at the moment because Josh Cavill's in the ruck, the second ruckman. Hobbs didn't even have a contest in the end. Did well to slap it forward towards Moreed at centre half forward. Here's your man. Holsborough has a ping, and then Garaspy took the mark. It was some seriously quick play from Padthaway there, and it all started in the middle with Hobbs with that clean tap on.
Have a look at the angle they've put him on. Wow. So he's looking a bit sore in front of us. Elliot Chalmers, he's come off a bit sore a couple of times today. So Gaspari for number 4. Opens it up, does a checky, and belts it into the timber. I mean, he wish he had that time again. Just a simple drop punt sometimes, Tony, is the way to go. You are correct, Max, and it's easy for us up here. Although you did play a game, so a little bit of fatigue there, but easy for us up here. But you wonder what goes through a player's head, and he had to do what he thought he could do with the skill set he's got. And, well, they're 9 points up, though. They led by 13, and Kybe, they pushed forward. They've kicked those couple of goals, but gee, it's a long way from here. They're going to go out wide again. Player led. That was a good lead. Gee, don't collide. Gee, nice mark by Ben Phelan. He just stretched the body right up. This is where they need every single possession to hit a target. And there's the one that undoes you. Oh, well, it rolled over the ruckman's shoulder then and went back behind him. And Kybybolite, can they set up from here? Look at the Padthaway defence. There's 3 or 4 free players back here. So that means Kybe must have. Bell's come up the ground. Jared Deep's really in close to this pack, and look at the players around it.
So McCarthy to Duong did well, but
geez.
Callum Masters, who has quietened down a bit in this last half, but is still playing an unreal game, gets up. Little slider out to Brody. Brody wants to get on with it. Says to Clark, go catch that receiving handball. Does well. Puts a little ball up for Sid Malone.
Good
Sid did well. Looking to play on. Puts a ball up into the win for Bailey. Bailey tries to work his man. Got out the back, did Bailey. Bailey for number 3. Inside out. Check side ball. Bang. Kybe, when you think they're down and out, they go again.
Fair dinkum. That is a great goal. He manufactured that. For anyone that wants to watch that back, 2-on-1, and he just stayed out the back. He kept his feet. Balance is so important. And then I think, is he going to run into the opposition player? And like you said, inside, I thought he might have just dribbled along the ground. Inside out, check side, went bang, gives all the team a rest now. And, well, they're under the pump again here, Padthaway, and 3 points in it. And that is a great goal. And they now have kicked 3 goals 2 to 1 goal 3 for the quarter. And fantastic work by that man in
Rowan
Bailey. And I'll tell you what, young Malone down here in front of us, that was good work. He's done that a couple of times now. Who's going to get this one out of the middle? Anyone's ball. Back it goes. Burt gives it to the opposition player, trips out. He might have done a hammy there, Alexander Charlick, or a calf. And I tell you what, players are up on the bench here, screaming out instructions. Big pack around this one. Out it goes.
Mins, long searching ball, found no one else but Masters. Masters going down to the wing, looking for that man, Sid Malone. Couldn't quite take it, went over the back of everyone. Stephen Craig tracks it with William Charlick on his tail. Did well, did Charlick, but Malone ended up with the football. Just paddled it on. Nathan McCarthy went in hard. And it's going to take those sort of efforts from all the players out there in this last sort of 10 minutes, Tony. And it'll probably decide who wins the game.
Yes, exactly right. Big call, 3 points in it. And ball is just bobbling around now through the middle stretch. Has to turn, go back the other way. Can he hit a target? He can. They're leading up. I like this because that's the energy required. You have to be in front of your man. They're trying to nurse that ball, though, last time. Here's the young fella onto the left foot. Bang. Gee, he ran from behind to get in front of the player. Couldn't quite take it, but it's in a dangerous position. Umpire runs in, says, let's ball it up. Can they go again here, Kybe? They've got to lift. They're 3 points down on the scoreboard. Home game, round 1. It's up, it's down, it's around and round. Player here, that looks like deep. Goes this way, goes that way. He says, I'll go all the way myself. Puts it right up into the goal square. Oh, it's down on the ground. Defence, bang. Can they get it through? It's a quick point. It's rushed through. Don't go anywhere, folks, because we have a game on. Round 1, KNTFL, Kybybolite, Padthaway, Max Malone, Tony Neal, and what a game we've got, Max.
It's been an absolute cracker so far. I'm excited to see how these last sort of 5 to 10 minutes go, Tony. Mins puts it out on the wing. Bernie Watson did really well. Gave to that man deep. Little searching ball inside 50's bit of a screw, but it didn't work out too well for Kybe. There's Freeman. There's Mins. Mins, bit of a snapping ball. Interesting choice. Player tackled by Deep, and the umpires awarded a free kick.
Probably more well-fielded than taking a mark.
To that man in Sharky.
Kiefer, he's come good. Out far on the wing. Stand up when you need to. Gee, I've been impressed with Callum Masters. Around they come again, Kybybolite. They wheel around. There wasn't many behind that ball in regards to back on the other side of it, but he kicked it into a pack. Another free kick. If they're not marking them, they're getting free kicks. And I'll tell you what, Nathan McCarthy, he's played a mountain of a game as well. Gets a little push for his work out there. Let's see what McCarthy, the man in the white boots, can do. Likes to go long down the wing, up, down. Look at the pack settle. couldn't quite take it. Who's out the back? There is a player out the back for Kyby here, but he's going to let it be a contest. Anyone's ball. 1-2, quick handball, snap on the left. But I was a player on his own. Job, couldn't quite take it. Up and down. Hold him, they say, and hold him, they do. Job Colwell, it just wouldn't bounce for him. He was in the right position. Welcome to Aussie Rules footy. The ball will bounce either way. They spread a little bit off the pack, but she's tied in close.
Kowree just ran off the ruckman's hand well and been caught holding the ball. So free kick looks like it's going to be awarded to Bettincelli. He goes wide, kind of misses everyone there, deep, ran onto it. Took his time, but the short little punchy ball to Limbert was a nice ball, but Ray Yench saves the day again, this time at half forward for Padthaway.
There's 3 players just gone down with cramp. There's 1 for Padthaway now, and 2 Kybybolite players went down and now are back up. So Colwell, gets it into that pocket. Gee, it's been that all day, Max. The defences have stood up. It's either a free kick or a mark. It comes in again. Oh, I can't quite get it out. The umpire's called that previously, and he's going to call it again. And it is a free kick. Oh, he looks a bit sore as well, the big fella. Tried to run back. He's had a big day, Gaspari. You saw him off with the boots earlier. Puts it right into the teeth of goal. What's going to happen? They all fly down around the corner. Snap! Oh, and he's just offline there, Tom Moyle-Reid.
It was a good effort. He's gotten involved in the last couple of minutes, Tony. I mean, he read the ruck tap a few minutes ago, then he just got in front and centre there.
1 goal 4 for the quarter.
So Masters puts it out to kind of no one. Gaspari again.
Kick the kick again. He looks a bit sore, doesn't he? He's nodding for someone.
He's nodded to William Charlick. So Charlick took the game on, went straight down the middle, but Barker's there. Well done to the young fella.
Kick the kick.
I tell you what, this game for Barker's a real confidence booster for the season ahead because, gee, he's played well. Puts it out to McKenzie. Lockie McKenzie. Out to Bettincelli. Quick hands. Clark took the game on. Found the ball to which looks like deep into Bettincelli, into Bailey. So Bailey away from home in the back line he is, but he tried to take the game on. Ran over it, and Lockie McKenzie been held in. I think it's just a bit chaotic at the moment. I mean, both teams just going to have to take a quick, deep breath, Tony.
Well, you work on pressure. You haven't got that time, Max. 21 minutes, 3 points on the scoreboard, 21:55 gone, 22 minutes. So will it be Padthaway's first win after having those years where they've been down the bottom of the ladder? Will Kyby hang on? In good hands with Bernie Watson, goes to Grant. Gee, there's some tired players out there. It's going to be a battle of attrition. Can they grab it here? No, they can't. It's been aerial dominance by very, very tired. Watch for a little handball maybe. Look, he hasn't even turned and looked at the goals yet. He is a very tired, sore man. He stood up strong, but Max, a little bit of pressure here.
I mean, this is a big pressure moment. This is to put them up, well, a goal and a half late in the last quarter. He's had 3, Gaspari. It's his chance for 4. He's about 25 metres out directly in front. Strolls in, puts it on the boot. It looks like it's out to the right, or it went close, so it'll take Padthaway 10-11-71 to Kyby's 10-7-67. 23 minutes gone here in the final term.
They've kicked 1 goal 5, Padthaway, so this is the worry. If Kyby get it down there and score, they're trying to get it down there, but you're relying on, a big fella to slide in under that. They could go very quickly here and execute Kyby. Padthaway have kicked 1 goal 5 for the last quarter, 6 scoring shots to 6. Kyby have kicked 3-3, and it's been quick ones early. So what a game we have in our hands, Max.
That's right, Limbert's there. They're all there. Thorpe got his foot to it. Did well. It's an open ball at half-back for Kyby. Oscar Clark overran it. Sid Malone did well. Quick hands. Got it on the Clark. Took the game on. Put it through to Stretch. Stretch has got a paddock. Chalmers is saying, pick me at full forward. Kick it over the top. But Stretch held up the game for the moment. Got it to deep to Bailey. And you would have thought Roland Bailey's going to have to go back and have a ping. And this is why you get blokes to your football club, Tony, to kick goals like this.
Pressure, Max. Wow. A little bit left to right, I reckon, with this kick. That wind, oh, gee, cannot pick it. Look at those trees in the background. Call it through, Max. This could be the match-winning goal here.
So Bailey had 3 for the day. This would be the most important goal yet. Hangs it out to the right. I tell you what, it looks good. He slipped it in.
He's done it. Wow, what a game. Rowan Bailey, 4 goals.
Rowan Bailey, that is unbelievable stuff from him. I mean, nothing's come easy today, Tony, but he seemed to have made the most of his opportunities, and he's making a case for the Thongs.
Oh, isn't he ever? I've got dots all over. Have a look at the sheet. There's dots everywhere. There's not too many, but all of a sudden he's come up with 4. Callum Gaspari kicks him at the other end. He's won the big pair of size 14s just about. Oh, McCarthy's had to sprint out here. They've got 5 in. I tell you what a finish this is going to be. There's been a few goals. There's 4 goals 3 to 1 goal 5 for the quarter. Padthaway have kicked themselves out of it. Kybybolite 4-3. It's their best scoring quarter. What's going to happen on this clearance? So important. What's for Holtzbauer and Stretch? What's for the other players? There it is. Up, down. Holtzbauer comes in. Oh, player goes down behind play. Is there a grab? No, there isn't. Gee, I'll tell you what, he's putting heart and soul into it, Gaspari. He's cramped up. He's done everything. They've got it out here. Kyby, can they run it out? No, they can't. It's anyone's ball on the wing. Kyby, get it up. 1-2. Player standing still. Second player standing still. Don't give it to a man standing still, they say. But I tell you what, Callum Masters, hasn't he? He played a great game.
It's fine tingling stuff, this, in the final minutes. You're at Kyby Oval with the Hutfish live streaming. Anyway, free kick been paid here.
Oh, it just builds, Max.
Looks like it's going to Ben Green. Ben Green going to have to assess his options. Goes down to half forward, looking for Gaspari. And he's taking another mark.
Oh, no. Can he kick at 60? He's going to have to. Gets back quickly. We're right on the side. Gives the handball off. High, long, front of the goal square, the tall timber. It's anyone's. Kyby's ball. Holtzbauer. No one can get it. There's a ball up. 30 metres out, 40 metres out, 35 metres out. You pick it. Let's say 37 because it's right on here. Look at all the yellow stripes there. Both teams up, down, round, squat. Can he get it on the boot? No, he can't. There's a player on the ground. Kyby, try and run it out. It'll be 2 kicks back for Padthaway, but they've got possession. Play on, calls the umpire. Long by Duong. Where's the tall timber? The fist goes up. Stretch. Couldn't quite. Oh, no. Player off the ground. Picks it up. Handballs into the post. Oh, excitement personified, Max.
Every player,
come on, Maxie.
Every player on the field is just about within 60 metres of the Padthaway goals here. Kyby trying to lock things down. Obbs in the ruck, trying to take it on himself. We're just going to have to wait a moment to see what happens.
27 minutes, 30 gone. I'll tell you what, Anderson, get on him, someone. Well, he's on someone. He's on William Thorpe. Look at the crowd there. There's a free.
So, third man up. It's a new rule into the league. Tom Mulreed obviously didn't read it. Siren. Kyby have done it in the last couple minutes of the game. There was a bit of a miscommunication between the umpires because there has been a new rule that's been brought in by the Sandful, Tony, around third man up. Last year you could do it. This year you can't. So it would have been a free kick to Kyby anyway.
Look at the excitement. Georgie Malone with his 2 goals. Hey, look at him, Sid Malone. We saw that work out here in front of us, stand up. How good was Bernie Watson?
On debut.
Fair income.
I'll tell you what, he's made a great case to be playing next week and for the next 15 years for this football club, Tony. He's a serious player.
All right, well, what's going to happen? We're going to get the teams over. Teams over for some awards and a bit of an interview if we can. As I'm just going to chase up our best on ground and the coach, of course, Dylan Brodie. Let's see who we can get. It's over to you, Max. First of all, final scores, of course, 11-7-73. Kybybolite came home to 10-11.
I mean, Billy Stretch with a couple goals. Jared Deep had one. I mean, they're full-time midfielders / playing off half-back, so it was really good to see them hit the scoreboard. Rowan Bailey with his 4 is making some serious claims for the pair of thongs, but I'll let Tony figure that out. Stephen Craig, the full forward, did very well. Went back in the later stages of that fourth quarter. Tried to lock down Padthaway's offence, which I suppose throwing players back into the back 50 and making it all clogged up a bit more would be doing wonders too. But Angus McKenzie, vice captain, he had a nice day out. He kicked just the 1. George Malone with the 2, and George's goal, whether it was late in that third quarter or early in that fourth, on his left, snapping ball from about 40 metres out, was probably one of the better goals of the day. For Padthaway, Alex Charlick with the 1. Nathan McCarthy, the captain, wasn't he brave all day? He was a really good player. Benjamin Holzbauer, I had trouble saying that all day, but he had 1. Geordie Bell popped up with a nice little 3. He was a really nice player for Padthaway today. He just popped up when they needed him. Mitch Mins, the skipper, he had 1. And Callum Graspy, I mean, he had 3, but he had potential to kick 4 or 5 there today. He was really good for Padthaway. I mean, he's the sort of player you want in your side coming in to 2026. He's just a tall target with some serious mitts. So just another notable out for Padthaway today. I mean, Tobin Cox didn't play. If he plays, he probably makes 2 points the difference go the other way in the result. I mean, he used to play at Port Adelaide. Well, he was on the Port Adelaide list there a few years back. Really handy player. Unfortunately, did a hamstring during the week. As we have the Kybe team look up here towards the box. Gee, Tony's done a good job. He's given the thongs to Jared Deep. So Deep got involved all day today, and he did well.
All right, here we are, folks. Our best on ground, Jared Deep. What a fantastic game. First of all, Jared, mate, what a hard physical game for the first game of the year.
Yeah, mate. It's a bloody tough one for the first one of the year. Hopefully not too many more close ones like that, I reckon.
Yep, and pretty happy group here behind us. You've got a few young blokes playing their first game today and a lot of experienced blokes as well. And, gee, I tell you what, Padthaway came up and they pushed, but that last quarter, the message at three-quarter time must have been run.
It was, I think, get back to what we did in the first quarter. Just try to run them off their legs. We knew we got some young boys and put young legs in them, mate, so we could run over the top of them. So happy days.
Nah, fantastic, mate. You're a worthy winner. Go away and enjoy that, and we'll get the coach over and get a bit of a wrap-up from him on what he thought of the game. Thanks so much for joining us, and congratulations.
Much.
So we'll get Dylan. Dylan, if you'd like to come over, just enjoying it with the team, mate. Great defence. Oh, you got the little fella as well. Mate, great defence by both teams in that first and second quarter, and they led by 13 points at three-quarter time. What was the message at three-quarter time?
We always had a bit of confidence we'd be able to run over. We're really fit side. We put in a big pre-season, and the message was to buy into the game plan more than we had so far in that game, and stick to the plan and run them off their legs, and hopefully come home with it. And
the pressure. We spoke about this yesterday, put pressure on through the mids and so on, and I think they did a mighty job. A couple of young blokes, we spoke about our silky left-footed, of course, but putting tackles in as well, and a couple of the guys out here in front of us in the truck, and they stood up when they needed to.
Yeah, absolutely. The young crop coming through is fantastic, and the pressure's got to be the base of our game. And to Padthaway's credit as well, they were a seriously high pressure side. They didn't give us a bit of space all day and made it very, very hard for us to play our game. But just happy to get the win in the end.
Well, it's something to talk about, and you'll be able to watch the game back and give some feedback to the players. But it sets you up for an outstanding season, we hope, and we wish you all the best. Thanks so much for joining us. And thank you to the team as well for coming over, and enjoy the celebrations tonight.
Thanks very much, Tony. Thanks to you guys for coming out as well. Appreciate it.
All right, thank you. There we are, folks. The winning Kybybolite coach there, Dylan Brodie, and his little fella and the team. Well, they're all excited over here, so I think they'll be upstairs very shortly. they'll be in the club room singing the song. So first of all, huge shout out to Max Malone. Thank you so much, Max. Actually, we'll go back to Max because I think you've got some of the better players and a little bit of a wrap on the game and so on. And I'll be up to join Max in a minute.
As I've said before, I mean, Deep's done really well to come away with the thongs today. Has Deep, as looks like a few of the fellas keen from the B grade keen to tip a few for such a good win. So thank you all for joining us. I'm Max Malone, Tony Neal, Kybybolite, get the chocolates. Thank you.